But Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 19 minutes of Phil to Phil, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. The stream's online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as Shad's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran straight to feeling so insecure. The money he earned on yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. If supports are also slow, his taste are low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. Once kicked off across the board with charge to what because his code can be ignored, just how much DSP makes us feel so bored. To help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch and why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are slow machine. It's not in burp and leaning ban, it matters not if battery fun is shy, can't see if powers make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before launching into a bike, pretending they're for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of call his cat and fatty wife and all his strife of forgetting that it's done well and they were rife. With drama he will react, but isn't act that is a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. Teaches nearly over and awareness in sight, with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not white. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jad here. Welcome to DSP Bingo for what is today, Wednesday the 26th of October 2022. I hope you're all doing well, hope you're enjoying your day. We are halfway through the week. I mean, for most people, I speak for myself, I consider Wednesday the halfway point a week because I work Mondays to Fridays, so I always consider Wednesday to be, hump day. I think most of the world do, so you can't go over the hump, you're going past the Wednesday point, and now I'm just chilling. It's the evening time. I'm waiting for my dinner to arrive. We're going to treat ourselves to a wee takeaway tonight. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying. I've finally got my YouTube payment, so I'm going to use a wee bit of that just to treat myself, and treat my loved one to a chippy. What can I say? So I might have to pause the stream at some point when that does arrive, and also I'll mute myself when I'm stuffing my face full of it. But yeah, it's just, but before all that though, we've got to side bingo stuff. Now Phil had this tweet a little while ago. And it's an interesting kind of tweet. I have a feeling somebody called his local Firestone company. Firestone is a mechanic shop that he took his car to, most likely because it is the closest one to him around the corner. And also historically it was the one that he went to last time as well for a tyre patch. It's actually covered in the bank leaks. Bank leaks shows, if we scroll down to fucking the 1st of July. The 1st of July 2021. There we go. It says, where are you bastard? I'm pretty sure it's 1st of July. Yeah, Firestone Bridgeton. So Firestone Bridgeton for his tyre patch, $22. So there you go. Oh, Prophet saying no one's called. Duty created a video after he got trolled on Reddit with a fake receipt. Is that why Phil's freaking out? Because of Duty? Seriously? I just imagine somebody might have called Firestone because, well, people worked out pretty easily it was Firestone because of the kind of partial invoice that you saw. But yeah, it's definitely a Firestone receipt. Yeah, it's a Firestone invoice, a part of it anyway, it looks like. So I just assume Phil was freaking out because somebody actually called Firestone pretending to, be speaking on, pretending to be Phil or on behalf of Phil. I've not seen Duty's video. But Jesus, if that is actually why Phil's freaking out, then what the fuck, man? Jesus Christ, man. Is this? I mean, even some of his detractors. I mean, to be fair to Duty, I do like Duty's enthusiasm. I think he's a very enthusiastic fella. He just seems to fall for a lot of things very easily. It does. I've tried my best to fucking. I've talked to him before about trying to not fucking fall for things so easily. And Jesus Christ, man, Duty, please no, say it so, Duty. Ah, for goodness sake. Someone made an account of DSP's info and got all the info needed. Ah, for God's sake, man. Ah, poor Diddy. Also, I've seen this Loco Slam on Twitter. He's a detractor, but he says he's got the same car DSP does, same year. And Phil says he's got 10,000 miles in it. You must have seen this message twice, and I'm sure your ass has read it both times. So it's interesting that he pointed it out. That, Local Slam, there's a wee message apparently that pops up in a Toyota that says maintenance required, visit your dealer, and Phil potentially just ignored this a couple of times. If it is indeed the same pretty much make of car, whatever, you know, Local has as Phil, then it is quite possible that Phil and Cat both ignored this fucking message both times. Hang on, I'm just checking a couple of things on the Discord. Hang on 2 seconds. Yeah, I'm actually. I mean, War Dog. I'm in the same Discord as your pal, and just seen what you posted. So I'm checking it there. I'm just checking what War Dog posted there. In a Discord, DSP's full receipt got leaked on Twitter. How did it get leaked on Twitter before Phil fucking shared it? Yeah, and Prophet, no, Prophet DM'd as well, to be fair. I'm not sure if I should show this. I mean, I think I'd rather wait to see what Phil shows us first, and then we can compare what Phil shows us to what is up on Reddit. So hang on, Dudy didn't actually get tricked. Was the information Dudy had fake or not? Because I assume Dudy got his information from fucking Reddit. Anne's already shown it, guy. Anne's live right now, and Meerkat, guys. So as alternatives, guys, you've got choices today for streamers, not shit. But I'm just confused. Okay, guys. Meerkat shown as well, and there's a fucking sex bots, for fuck's sake. Get out of here, sex bots. The receipt says Snort Mobile on it. Oh, for fuck's sake, seriously. Oh my fucking god, are you kidding me? The receipt says Snort Mobile. For the love of God. Hang on, let me have a fucking look at this. Snortmobile, 2017 Toyota Corolla. Yeah, Jesus Christ, and it says 60,000 miles as well. Jesus Christ. So hang on, so Prophet sent me a fake receipt, but War Dog sent me the real receipt. Am I understanding this correctly? But War Dog didn't send me directly the fucking the receipt or part. I mean, Prophet did. Prophet sent me like the Duty version of the receipt, and it says Snortmobile at the top. Jesus Christ, man. Okay, I'm very confused. We're going to find out more as time goes on, I think. War Dog is adamant that DSP's full receipt did get leaked though, for $1,120.81. The date was the 24th of October, blah blah blah, we've got the invoice number and everything. Yeah, but kind of curious to see what Phil says and does about it. Yeah, as I said, I mean, I'm tempted to, I mean, I guess I can share this. I mean, Anne, so hang on, let me just... 2 seconds, guys, let me just open... Okay, that's like, there's part of it. There is what War Dog sent over Discord, if you're curious. At least that's one of the images anyway. Okay? So that is one of the images there that War Dog sent me, and the other one he sent me is this one. So there we've got our 2 images here. We've got the complete total cost, we've got a date as well, we've got the services performed. This looks like part of obviously the invoice you get, like it appears on the Firestone invoice, or like on the kind of breakdown thing. I'm not sure, I mean, we'll have to wait and see what Phil shows us, I guess, you know what I mean, we'll have to wait and see, but this is what was shown anyway, on, this is what War Dog sent us earlier on, just there on Discord. Well, as I didn't send me, he sent it on Discord in general, and I'm on that Discord, so I see it. Fuck it, we'll see what Phil says, okay? We'll just see what Phil says, fuck it. Right guys, let's just talk about Bingo. He's just randomly bitching away as usual on his Bingo. 2 seconds. I had to clear my throat there, sorry. Hey, how you all doing, guys? How you doing? SP Sophie, how you doing? Right, okay, I am just going to fucking spin the goddamn wheel. We've got a couple of things to establish, guys. First of all, let's just spin. We have things that we need to decide today for the bingo. There's things that you need to help out, guys, okay? Butcher's Award, that's a pretty good one. Butcher's Award is a fantastic one. Now, guys, I need your help. I don't know what I should use for the centre space, the centre square. I was going to use Snort because considering Phil's about to fucking talk about random drama relating to his car and apparently the kind of creepiness of the, you know, this kind of crap going on here. How bad my stalking is, you'll not want to miss this show. So I'm kind of tempted whether to, you know, whether I should put something like, you know, I don't know, what do you think? We've already got something for detractors and trolls, that's already a square on its own. Coin mode is already a square in itself. Facepalm. That's a good shout. I don't actually have facepalm. I might touch his face. Yeah, facepalm. I like that. Fuck it. We need an actual facepalm from Phil for the centre square. I like that. It's a good shout, mate. It's a good shout, War Dog Leader. Fuck it. Facepalm is our, so even though Touch's card might appear on the card, it's going to be different from facepalm. I mean, obviously, if facepalm happens, that ticks off both, but if he touches his face, that also doesn't. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Right, okay. I'm not even going to generate the cards. Okay, I'm just going to ask for a number before I even generated all the fucking cards. I'm going to ask for a number, any number. First number in chat I see between 1 and 200. First number I see. War Dog Leader with a 6 to 9. I'll respect that from Profit. Okay, but okay, we'll go with a 6th and 8th bingo card, which has Butcher's a word on it. Okay. Let's see what we've got to play with today. So, Butcher's... Okay, the 6th and 8th bingo card will be the 70th result. Here we go, the left-hand side... Is it definitely... Yeah, it is the left-hand side. Okay, so the left-hand side is our bingo card for today, ladies and gentlemen. We have Arm Flail, Friend, Defense Mode, Twitter, and a Stash Scratch. We've got No Exaggeration, Butcher's a word, him pointing at text on the screen, throat clearing, and Q&A. Now I've got him saying content, voted, him doing a face palm, him pointing actually towards the camera, and him getting at least $15+ in tips. Then him getting variety, him saying variety, business, oh, YouTuber jealousy, and interesting, and the final line is people saying, what the fuck are you talking about? That being said, something style, and him using his soundboard. This is a very strong looking card indeed, oh yes, indeed it is. And yeah, the one plus side of other people, so other detractors alive as well, and streaming and Meerkat streaming, and that's actually a wee kind of slight positive, you know what I mean? Because if this card wins, there's a better chance for you guys to win if there's more people on different streams. You get what I'm saying? It's like there's less competition for you guys to potentially win a prize here. You get what I'm saying? So naturally, obviously, normally I'd be happy to have as many people as possible on a stream, but for the chances of you winning something from this, if we get a full house today, one of you guys are going to win 25 quid, whether just cash money or a voucher for fucking or whatever, we'll figure something out however you want that prize. And obviously the less people that are involved in here, the better chance is of you winning something. Get what I'm saying? Anyway, the bingo card has been saved. Fan dabby fucking dozy hooray and all that shit. Phil's just still bleating away and all that shit. He's answering emails and all that stuff. Fucking hooray for that. I'm going to set the bingo game up properly. We've got everything looking good. He's dropped a couple of members again. He's down to 932 members. Fucking hooray. Damien Anderson, yes, we have heard about the DSP's car repair receipt apparently leaking. I'm not entirely sure of the authenticity about it. It's one of those things where we'll have to wait and see what Phil shows us, I guess. You know, I mean, we have seen a couple of examples of it. Dudy shared something, but the receipt that Dudy had said Snortmobile on it to the top, so it might be a fake. But War Dog Leader also shared a couple of images, which I'm not sure if it's from the same source or not, which is which shows some parts of the receipt and some of the money that Phil spent on it. We'll have to wait and see what Phil shows. Apparently Phil's going to show the fucking receipt. We'll have to wait and fucking see about that. I don't actually know if he will or not, but he's also apparently going to talk about something. Well, he says this. Creepy spin on the car repair breaking down. He's going to explain the entire thing in today's podcast. If you ever wonder how bad my stalking is, you'll not want to miss this show because wow. Oh, you can't see that message. I just read it also. Sorry. I forgot because, yeah, so there you go. That's a tweet that Phil sent today. This is one tweet he sent before fucking starting the show. At least I assume he's only sent one tweet. Let me just refresh the fucking page. Yep, just the one tweet from Phil Burnell. Actually, no, that's the second tweet, so yeah. He has tweeted 10 minutes ago as well about him being live and all that shit. Fucking ready for that. But yeah, I'm going to get the bingo set up properly, guys, and I'm going to mute myself, and you guys can enjoy my cat's music while we wait for Phil to properly go live. You guys know the drill. If we get 100 likes on the stream that is a free space on the bingo card. If we get 50 snorts from Phil, that is also a free space on the bingo card. Hang on, War Dog's asking me to check. 2 seconds, guys, 2 seconds. Okay, hang on. We've got a full receipt here apparently, got a full receipt. Full receipt here. We have the entire full receipt here. What I'm interested in is the history. Is there no history thing on Firestone? The example I saw showed like previous times that you'd visited there or whatever. Oh, just so you can cross-reference the layout. This shows a full receipt. This is not Phil's receipt. This shows a full receipt to cross-reference it with Duty's one. Okay, I thought fucking War Dog was sending me just the complete, the complete one. Fucking. Okay, so okay, no worries. Forget. Okay, guys, I'm just gonna set up the bingo. Phil's gonna start any time now, so I still need to get set up. Whatever. We can worry about the logistics of it all later. Plus, Phil will apparently reveal his receipt, and we'll see just how close it is to what Duty had showed or whatever people have showed. For example, we'll have to wait and see. It's what a Firestone looks like, just to help you out. My bad. It's my bad as one, War Dog. I misunderstood War Dog, to be fair. I just can't see the very quickly and thought, oh great, a receipt in full. So yeah, that was just an example receipt, guys, of what the Firestone kind of receipt looks like. I've already saved the card, D-Dog, it's fine. I just need to basically open up Microsoft Paint and fire up Batmastered, which I'm doing right now, actually. But Microsoft Paint has been annoyingly slow. I just restarted a computer as well, just to kind of help fucking... It's when I restart a computer to like fucking make sure it's not going to be fucking slow and struggling and all fucking shit, and then it's going to be a slow bastard anyway. Fucking Microsoft Paint. There we fucking go. The card is set up. Oh, it's all there. It's all fucking good. Hooray for that. Right, guys, we're not sure what's going to happen with the fucking car receipt. Apparently Phil is going to show the fucking full receipt or some pish. Who fucking knows? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I'm going to just, you know, shut up and I'm going to put Meercast music on and we can enjoy it until the show starts. So thanks again, guys, for helping me decide the card for today. Thank you to War Dog for the centre square suggestion of facepalm. That's a very strong suggestion, actually. And it's one of those ones we may actually have to fucking add that to the whole rotation in general. We'll have to see how often, how well it does today. But I've got a feeling facepalm might be getting added to the card as a normal thing in future, because Phil actually does do it quite a lot. But even Tevin's live, fuck me. I'm amazed anyone's left in this fucking stream. There's so many good options. There's so many other talented attractors that are fucking doing streams. Although none of them are offering bingo, are they? That's the one thing. I'm trying to bribe people into possibly winning 25 quid to fucking stick around. That's my gimmick. We've got bingo and a chance for you guys to win some money. Please don't delay me. I'm going to turn the music up. I'm going to mute myself as well, guys. Thank you very much for helping me set up the cards. We'll find out what's going to happen with fucking Phil's receipt shenanigans very soon, I'm sure. But yeah, enjoy the music for now.
If you are watching his shows and you're paying his bills, you're a fucking loser. You should not support this guy. He had the opportunity to make serious money to entertain you, and he wouldn't do it. But you're gonna still fucking give him $200? You're gonna give him $50 to pay his fucking bills? Nah, you got a job. You keep your money. Fuck that guy.
Post-nasal drip is a constant. It keeps going. It's like a faucet that's dripping. I can't turn it off. I can't make it stop. Then I'm like, damn, my post-nasal drip is going. My sinuses are inflamed. My throat is gunked up. What is going on here? Damn. Snort, snort, snort. Cody. Drip. Snort, snort. I got the drip go. Snort, snort, snort. Cody. Drip. Snort, snort. I got the drip go. Damn. I got the drip go. I got the tips go. Clear your throat. Blow your nose. Damn. Clear your throat. Please tip me. Damn. Post-nasal drip is a constant. It keeps going. It's like a faucet that's dripping. Damn. Snort, snort, snort. Cody. Drip. Snort, snort. I got the drip go. Snort, snort, snort. Cody. Drip. Snort, snort. I got the drip go. 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 Can't make it stop. So what do you want me to do? Have a mute button that every second I'm tapping the mute button just in case I'm going to have to clear? Like, this is what I mean. These dumb kids. This is what it is. It's dumb kids.
I'm not a children's entertainer because I'm not a Muppet. I'm not here to play a character. I'm not here to pretend that I'm something that I'm not. I don't dye my hair. I don't act stupidly constantly to get attention from children. I don't do stupid pranks. You know what I mean? I don't cause drama. I'm here just to play games and have fun. I'm a legitimate gamer.
Big ups to your dad. I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I need banana, tasty banana. Please the peeling comes in, then put banana in my mouth. Squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth. Squeeze banana.
Guys, Phil's going live right now. I guess we might find out what the fuck's going on with all these receipt shenanigans and whatsoever. Who knows? It's Phil, but after all, we never know what to expect with fucking Phil. He's never going to. He's usually fucking lying to us anyway, so who knows? You guys know the drill. Tag me in chat in case I miss anything on the bingo card. This is a solid looking card today. We've got a strong chance of winning, but we'll just wait and see what Phil does. He is quite unpredictable at times. Even though he's so predictable, we can play bingo with what he says and does. He is also kind of unpredictable as well sometimes. So good luck, guys. Fingers crossed. Here we fucking go.
Good morning, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Level 1 podcast. We're busy having fun down here on Level 1. How is everyone today? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're ready for a full and fun day of gameplay streaming, because today will be a full day of double releases, meaning more progress both in A Plague Tale Requiem, as well as, I'm turning down the contrast here because it's so bright. There we go. That's a little better, right? A little more realistic. Plague Tale Requiem here on the first gameplay stream. 3 more hours of progress. We've actually had kind of almost a eerie cliffhanger when we played it the other day. And then the late stream tonight is Gotham Knights, continuing on with the other new release for the week. And I'm excited. Both games I'm enjoying. Actually, I'm having a better time with both games than I thought I would, only because Gotham Knights is actually pretty good. You know, all the reviewers had panned this game and really slammed it. And in my opinion, it was kind of unfair the way that they've treated it, because I really like it. All right, we'll talk about that in a bit. Today's my final streaming day of the week. It is Wednesday, the 26th of October, 2022. Tomorrow is my day off for the week, where I'll be out and about doing things with my wife. Many different things I need to do tomorrow. In fact, it's a day of preparation for the autumn here. The weather has turned. It's cooler. We want to use our heat at night, and we can't right now because we have outdated filters from the summer that are really disgusting. You know, all the pollen and everything. We have to go buy better filters tomorrow. It's very important that we do that before we turn on the heat, or else what's the point if you're pumping, you know, freaking particulates into the air and then like, bleh, choking on it, right? It doesn't really make much sense. But I also got to get the odds and ends for my Halloween costume for Monday's big Halloween marathon, which we have now determined the games for, which is pretty cool. We've got a lot going on. All right. And oh my God, are you serious, Captain DCW? Captain DCW bought Gotham Knights from GameSpot. From GameStop. It got delivered yesterday. He popped it into his console. It has been updating overnight, you know, with all the true updates from the internet, and it's not even done yet. He can't even play the game yet. It's been like, Jesus, 13, 14 hours, and it's not done yet. It's still going. That's modern gaming. Anyway, so... Gee, sorry I got distracted there, but that's pretty wild to think about. It's certainly been a wild week here in my life. On the streams, not so much. On the streams, it's been a pretty solid week. We had lots of progress in both of the new releases. We ended up finishing up Scorn earlier in the week. Well, last week, actually, to get that one out of the way, right? And wow, this brightness. Look at, oh my God, the sun's coming out and look what it's doing. I got to close the blinds again. Dude, this camera has some of the worst white balance adjustments I've ever seen in my life. The sharpness is excellent. But if anything, we've been using this camera for 2 weeks now. Look how bad I look right now. I look like I'm about to explode. Oh, now it auto adjusts and looks good again. You see? I'll leave it on for now, but if it turns pink one more time, I'm just going to close the blinds. And we're going to just, you know, we're just going to roll with it after that. I mean, it's ridiculous how bad it adjusts so poorly. Oh my God, the sun peeked through a cloud for 10 seconds. Now you're pink and exploding. Anyway, it's been a wild week here, and the reason it's been wild is the gameplay's been good. You know, we had chill streams of Disney Dreamlight Valley, the actual season finale of Friday Night Fights, a nice fun fishing stream the other night. It was the next to last. There's one more fishing stream on the horizon before we retire Bassmaster for now. So all that stuff going well, right? But at the same time, my personal life has been pretty stressful. You know, notably, I had so much other shit going on. I already had a broken dishwasher that I was planning on dealing with. Then I got over $400 in chargebacks. And then as we're dealing with that, my car breaks down. So it was like, what a contrast. You know, stream-wise, game-wise, everything's cool.
Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Barrett Wells. For Super Chat, it says his stream would look better with just his back hoofs dangling on camera. That's a... I mean, that's a bit dark. I assume you don't want the top half to be seen, you just want him dangling to the left and right solely. That's a bit dark, Barrett Wells. Just to kind of hope to see that on screen. That's some of you guys are morbid bastards to me today, you know. But it is what it is, you know. Phil's too lazy to. I think Phil would be too lazy to try and set up that kind of method to go. He'd be way too lazy to try and get rope, then tie a knot, and then just set. No, he's too lazy for that. It's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. He's more likely going to go out. If he was going to go, he's going to do it in a way that's going to cause as much grief for other people as possible. Maybe if I can throw himself out of a train and ruin everyone's day trying to fucking get around or something like that. You know, that's the kind of person Phil is. He's not going to try. He's going to try and inconvenience as many fucking people as possible if he's going to go.
Cool, we're having a good time here on this week, right? It's a really good week. You know, and almost like the calm before even bigger gaming storm coming on Friday, because we got a double new release on Friday that's very exciting. Games that people have been anticipating me to play for a while and have been really hyped to see me jump into Modern Warfare 2 and the Resident Evil 8 DLC, which we're going to talk about in a minute when we get to the schedule and how I'm going to be handling that. But, you know, personal life, holy shit. You know, it's like what they say, when it rains and pours, if anything can go wrong, it will go wrong.
I think he's done it again. Hang on.
You know, it's like what they say, when it rains and pours.
No, when it rains, it pours. It's not when it rains and pours, Phil. When it rains, it pours, is the fucking saying. Not when it rains and pours, you fucking dumb bastard. If this guy was valedictorian in his fucking school, then how fucking dumb were the rest of the fucking graduate? The rest of the students must have been fucking thick as shit. When it rains, so what he said, when it rains and pours.
You know, personal life, holy shit. You know, it's like what they say, when it rains and pours.
Dumb motherfucker.
If anything can go wrong, it will go wrong. Everything comes in threes, all right? I have a follow-up today on the whole car issue that's been going on this week. And the follow-up, I'm not kidding you, is incredibly creepy. It's to the point where, like, you know, it's October, right? It's October, so you like to hear spooky stories, you like to hear horror. You're about to hear real-life horror. That's essentially what this is about to be. Because I think a lot of people laugh with the memes at me, and they think that things are funny. They don't understand how deep it goes. They don't understand how messed up my life is because of the level of harassment that myself and my family members receive as a result of literally nothing. Okay? Literally nothing that I do wrong. All right? So I want to talk about it this morning because I think you guys need to know about it. It's kind of ridiculously unfair how I get treated and how all this stuff happens. All right? And we're going to get into it in detail. All right? Essentially, what I'm going to do is I'm going to prove to you that what I've been telling you about in the last few days is correct and truthful, because sadly, you know, some people just like to make shit up and say, oh, Phil's lying, right? He made it all.
We have a track record of you lying throughout the fucking years, Phil. It's a natural, and you know, instinctively, we have to fucking assume you're lying. You usually do fucking lie to us. You lied about WWE champions, you lied about the bank leaks being legitimate. We know these two things are factual, and yet you fucking persist in fucking saying they're lies when we know and we can closely know they're not. So naturally we're going to assume you lie. You lie a lot, Phil. You've admitted to lying in the past to protect my family, to protect me, and all shit. You've lied in the past, Phil, when it suits you. You are a habitual liar. You lied about how much your fucking tyre patch was going to cost back in July 2021. You originally thought it could have been like $600 odd, and it only cost you $22, according to the tips tracker. This good old fucking tips tracker actually showed you bank leaks, which showed you how much it fucking cost when you went to that Firestone back last year to get that fucking tyre fixed. You initially thought it was going to be fucking $600 or something, and it turned out it was only $22. You lie all the fucking time to try and get as much money as you can from your supporters. Hell, you even said the bill was like $1,150 or something. You fucking bumped it up. It's actually $1,120, but you fucking naturally went up the way a bit more to try and round it out to some. You always go up the way, Phil. You could have just said it was over $1,100. But no, you went to $1,150 because you don't want to fucking lowball it, you'd rather fucking highball it, so people would think it's actually more than it actually is. Most people, when they see a bill for $1,120, I think would just naturally go, it's over $1,100. Not Phil. He has to fucking make sure the 50 is in there so he fucking goes above what it actually is. For fuck's sake.
Look, he made the entire thing up. His car never broke down. He's a liar. Now think about this. Why would I want to be late to stream 2 days in a row? Which costs me. When I'm late to stream, that costs me viewership. That costs me reliability. And a lot of times it can cost me money to not be here on stream on the right time. You know, I lost about an hour of stream time on Monday. I lost about a half an hour of stream time yesterday. Thankfully today, you know, the saga is over and I'm able to be here on time. But it's every time this happens, it's bullshit and it hurts me. Why would I just make shit up, right? Now, in addition to that, excuse me, as you guys know, in the last few days, the real reason that I've been telling you all about my car repair experience is because, number one, it's something to talk about that's fun on the podcast. It's a human experience that you can relate to. But in addition to that, it's like a cautionary tale about, in America, if you're going to get your car repaired, how to handle it. Because I was in a situation where I was basically trying to be like upsold on this repair, which is ridiculous. They were trying to double the cost of what the repair should have cost just to make a buck. And unless you're someone who has an insane amount of disposable income, which I don't, you know, that's pretty alarming that you go to a business where you're trying to just get the essential fix so you can use your device again, whether it be a car, whether it be a computer, whatever it could be that breaks down and you need it repaired, and you get quoted something without much technical explanation whatsoever, all right? And essentially now you got to decide if what they're telling you is truthful. You got to figure out what you can afford. And again, we're going to talk about it today. I have the receipts and everything for you, so we can talk a little about it in detail, all right? So really, that's why I've been talking about it all week. If you haven't noticed, not once during this week have I said, hey guys, please pay for my car repairs. Hey,
you fucking, oh my fucking god. No, don't you fucking dare. You, last night, when you got back from picking up your goddamn car, you triggered a goddamn code black before gameplay even started because you kept going on and on about it. You said, oh guys, I'm down $1,100. It'd be really nice if people would tip tonight. You fucking insinuate. I mean, the hints were massive. The hints were goddamn massive for you to try and get money back because you had to spend on this thing. Is Pieces stream still live on here? 2 seconds, guys. 2 seconds. If I can just check out if Pieces stream from last night is still live. It is.
I'm sure it'll help get me to get some of the rage out of my system, which I'm trying to.
So, was it basically Phil just started? Okay, Phil started the stream. Look how fast this deteriorates. Okay, I'm going to go 1.5 speed. But you guys, if you guys didn't see this from last night, look how fast this deteriorates. This is from Pieces stream from last night. But watch how fast this fucking just deteriorates, going from fucking Bigcon 4 all the way to fucking Code Black.
Now I'm actually having my coffee and trying my best to
max it. Why are you raging at the fact that you had maintenance to be done on your car?
I'm just going to stay quiet and let it play. I mean, this is a few minutes, so it'll take a few minutes. I mean, I might go 2 times speed, fuck it. I'm going to go 2 times speed, okay? Just to try and get through it faster, but I'm just going to let it play out, and it's peace you'll hear in the background, because it's, you know, if I'm going to stream.
shop.
Like, wow.
And I'm going to talk more about it tomorrow. In fact,
Oh
on the podcast, I'll have a segment about it because if you can believe it.
Got Phil's car off.
I'm being accused of making the whole thing up. I'm not kidding you. I'm being accused of actually making the entire thing up.
Of course they're accusing you of that. You haven't provided any proof. You never see, huh? All right.
This is not a podcast.
Dude, look at his hair.
Actually, this is a.
Yeah.
So that's not for tonight's stream. We'll do it tomorrow. All right. I'll shoot.
Da.
People can't be making shit up. Even then, this is what I've always said would happen too. Even if I ever do prove anything,
Because you did nothing
I lied anyway. They're just gonna say, "Oh, I made that up. I found that online."
If it looked like no, you don't know how to Photoshop things, dude.
Just for the sake of argument.
I believe it.
So
You don't know how to do anything.
Basically, we'll know that I'm being honest and transparent.
They
can't say that I was lying.
Okay. Why do you care what they think, though? You've allegedly never cared what they think. Why do you care now?
It's just insufferable.
Hold on a second. People are saying that Phil has used this car thing as an experiment and is smirking about it. Basically, look, it's 1 minute 48 in the time, alright? We fast forward to here. The fucking things of, going off. In 10 minutes, Phil set off a goddamn code black. Long story short, he triggered a code black in 10 minutes because he's just non-stop begging. Just okay, I was going to fucking let it play out, but fuck, I don't want to fall too far behind Phil. Back to today's fucking live stream, which we're a wee bit behind, so I'm going to speed up. 1.25 speed just to catch up.
Hey guys, special event. All right, special event. Where I need to raise funds to pay for my car repair. We didn't do that. All right, like I said, I have done things like that years ago. Excuse me. Pre-bankruptcy, where I just had no outs. Something happened and I needed money for something immediately, and I would do special events with goals and bars that would fill up and stuff. I don't like doing that unless there's an actual emergency. This is obviously not an emergency. This is just a shitty, a real shitty situation where, yeah, this is something that came up completely unexpected. Didn't plan on it. Don't have budget for it because I don't have credit. I declared bankruptcy 2.5 years ago. I don't have anything to back up stuff like this. I just got to kind of shrug and be like, it's life, right? Just because I mention it, right, doesn't mean that I'm looking for anything. If that were the case, I absolutely would have said, hey, I really need help right now, which I haven't done, okay? On my streams, and I make it very, very clear, if you'd like to contribute to the stream, it's always optional. There's no obligation to do so. My content is free. But what I do, it's disgusting, is tell you the best ways to support in a certain period of time. So for example, yes, very matter-of-factly this week, the fact that I just dropped over $1,000 on this car repair unexpectedly means that that's going to definitely put me back, and I'm going to be in a big problem here for the next few weeks. It would be great if people wanted to support the streams, if they could tip. Why? Because I get tips right away. I can use it for essentials. The things that money was going to go towards and can't now because I don't have that money anymore. You see? That's called being transparent. That's not extorting. That's not asking. That's not begging. That's just literally me being transparent with you guys. Okay? That's it. That's all it is. All right? But people want to spin it how they want to. They're assholes, right? And we know that. But the real interesting part about all of this week, this whole car fiasco, is that in reality, I used it for something, which no one knows of, and I'm going to reveal it to you this morning on the Level 1 podcast. This was actually an experiment. Okay? As you guys know, earlier this week, I made an announcement very publicly on the internet. I said, I'm interested in doing a public interview with someone much bigger than me, who has some clout and has viewership. And I want to get my side of the story out there on the internet in regards to what's going on with me and the harassment that I get and all these things that happen. Okay? Why is it that everyone out there gets to repeat these memes that are not factually true, nor have they been vetted anywhere to be factually true? They have not been proven. It's just, oh, there's a high chance, maybe, there's a coincidence, there's a conspiracy here. If this aligns with this, and if this adds up to this, and if Jupiter aligns with Saturn and Venus today, and if the whole circumference of the planet is spinning, and it spins at a certain velocity, and the cloud cover goes a certain way, it's probably maybe true. Okay? And what really pisses me off about all of this is that people pass around that shit on the internet as fact. They don't say, oh, it's maybe true. Oh, it's a conspiracy about Phil that could be right. If everything is true.
Fuck you, Phil. The bank leaks are real. You can't debunk it. I've explained perfectly why it's fucking legitimate. Get fucked, you lying piece of shit. Prove me wrong, motherfucker.
Truthfully, factually true, but we can't prove it, right? Instead, it's just true. Why is Phil one of the most hated YouTubers? Because all this stuff about him is true. And I've seen countdowns, and I've seen all kinds of fucked up stuff in regards to this being done. Even bigger YouTubers doing these countdowns and shit with me on the list. And it's all bullshit, but I haven't really been able to defend myself. Do I defend myself? Of course I do. Here on my streams. But how many people watch my streams? Right now we got 377 people on the Level 1 podcast. right? I'm sure my haters will clip and regurgitate the stuff I say on here and then immediately say, oh, it's all fake, it's debunked, you can't trust a word he says, right? Even though they don't have anything factual to show either. All they have is conspiracy and stuff too that can't be trusted. But of course, I'm the one who needs to be distrusted, not the million people making up crazy shit, okay? But that's the problem, is I can only defend myself on my own content, and I don't get any kind of viewership or attention on the internet. So what everyone hears is the one side, the negative side, okay? They don't hear my side. And it gets to the point where it's not fair because, you know, I don't have money to sue everyone out there for slander, right? I don't have the time to do that or the means to do that, so I can't shut them up. They get popularity, they get clickbait, they get money based off of the slander that they put against me on.
Excuse me, Phil, my channel's like 2,000 people. And none of my fucking videos are advertised. Every single one of my fucking videos has no ad revenue attributed to whatsoever. If I get money from people, it's literally from people wanting to give me money. I don't earn a single fucking thing from advertising on these fucking videos. A video of mine can get 10 million views. It does not mean I'm going to get extra fucking money, because those fucking, unless people want to give me fucking money. That's essential. I know some detractors don't mind putting ads in their fucking videos, but I'm not one of those guys. I'm not going to fucking put ads in these fucking videos. It's just not me. But if people want to give me money, it's up to them. So Phil, that fucking, that's your fucking claim debunked right there. If people want to give me money, it's up to there. It's fucking their prerogative, but I'm not going to fucking force it. I'm not going to fucking say to people, guys, it's been slow. It could be really fucking great if you guys could contribute tonight. I have bills to pay, just saying. And I'm not going to fucking tell people that. If people want to do it, they will do it, but I'm not going to fucking force it. I'm not going to fucking remind them. Not going to happen.
On a daily basis, right? But I can't defend myself. Now people believe, all right? People actually believe the nonsense, all right? They do. They actually think that, like, what is said about me on the internet is absolutely true. And it's not. It's bullshit. But they believe it is fact, okay? So my whole thing earlier this week was I want to do an interview with someone publicly, all right, where I get my story out there. And even if you don't believe it, all right, at least the story is out there, okay? Now, over the course of this week, I've had so many people contact me, fans, haters, you know, YouTubers of many different sizes and statures, supposedly an actual legit gaming journalism company, among other things. There is absolutely interest in having me on someone's show to do kind of a tell-all explanation from my side of the story, what's really going on in my life, okay? Some of them want me to cover my whole history, like how this has been an ongoing thing ever since I started on YouTube over a decade ago, and cover the levels of harassment that I've been on over the last decade plus, while others are more just interested in the immediate. It's more like, does someone want to do an actual like documentary expose, or does someone just want to do like a one-off podcast show where they just talk to me? And there's been different takes, and I've actually got a lot of people interested, to the point where, like, I'm talking YouTubers with ridiculous reach and views, YouTubers with good reach and views, YouTubers with moderate reach and views, and then nobodies. Okay, I got like all these levels of people interested in interviewing me. But there's been one constant in all of this. All right, and I'm going to get back to that because I want to tell you the story about the car repair first, and then I'm going to tell you how I use the car repair as an experiment to see what would happen this week, and then use that to determine how I move forward with the interview, all right? Because, man, people think I'm a dummy. They really do. They think that I'm a moron. They think that, like, everything is just, I stumble upon every piece of luck, and every piece of happiness and popularity in my life is just dumb luck because I'm a dunce, tripping over myself, slipping on banana peels, dropping things all over the place, right? Everyone thinks that I'm just, like, the biggest, moron. But in reality, some things, not everything, but some things happen for a reason, all right? And in this case, I used my real life situation, all right, to my advantage, all right, to try to get to a point where I could figure some stuff out and see what would happen moving forward in regards to me being transparent with people on the internet.
I'm going to assume that he fucking used the car thing. Apparently, the car stuff is apparently true, okay? But I think he's going to have done a thing where he's going to talk about it as much as he can, and he's going to see all these people offer to help him out and interview him and all that shit. He's going to go to their channels and see if they're going to fucking talk about the car drama and all that shit. Dies your damn wants me to rewind, alright? Around like 30 seconds.
Everything is just, I stumble upon every piece of luck, and every piece of happiness and popularity in my life is just dumb luck because I'm a dunce, tripping over myself, slipping on banana peels, dropping things all over the place, right? Everyone thinks that I'm just like the biggest, moron. But in reality, some things, not everything, but some things happen for a reason, all right? And in this case, I used my real life situation, all right, to my advantage, all right, to try to get to a point where I could figure some stuff out and see what would happen moving forward in regards to me being transparent with people on the internet, All right. So that's what we're gonna do today. But before we get to that, I want to get through the housekeeping style stuff first. The schedule for the week, so you guys know what streams are coming and all of that. After today, this whole car thing is behind me. I'm not gonna be talking about it again. I want to kind of get out of the way, so that people know it's done with. We're moving forward. Starting Friday, oh my God, double new release day, crazy hype with games. You know, this is not even an issue to talk about anymore. We're way past it. All right. But let's get the busy work stuff with the stream done first. Then we can get to the topic at hand. I know you're confused. Someone just said I'm so confused. You are confused because you don't have no idea what I'm talking about. You're about to. I'm serious. Like, this is going to be a really interesting podcast because when you see what I did, all right, you'll understand. You'll get it finally. I think some people will be like, oh shit, okay, now I understand what's going on. All right, so. Let's do the schedule first, shall we? All right, today it's the continuation of a Plague Tale Requiem on the first stream and Gotham Knights on the late stream at 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. I'm very excited for both streams. Both games are great. Admittedly, neither of these games are as big style hype as others coming up. I think that Modern Warfare 2 and the Resident Evil 8 DLC will be more hype. After that, we got Sonic Frontiers, and then the big one, God of War Ragnarok. Those will be even more hype. I'm sure God of War Ragnarok is going to be one of the most hype games of the year. We got many more coming out in November as well. But basically, I'm in a situation where I wanted to get as far in both of these games as possible, so that when I start on Friday with the other new games, at least we got a good foothold into the new releases, right? Which I feel like I've done. After today will be a good, I think we'll be way more than halfway through Plague Tale. We'll actually be heading to the final third. With Gotham Knights, after today, maybe we'll be about halfway in, okay? Now, sadly, I hate to say it, these games are going to go on hiatus for a bit while I play the new releases on Friday, because I really feel that Modern Warfare...
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Barrett Wells for Super Chat. It says it's a good thing that Phil's not an ice salesman. There'd been nothing left to sell by the time I finished blabbing. Pretty much, yeah. Phil fucking never gets to the fucking point fast, you know. It's one of those things. It's a gift and a curse. It's probably why I should. If Phil went into politics, he's naturally got a gift of the gab. I will say that. Phil says a whole lot of nothing, but he uses a whole lot of words to say nothing, and it's something you attribute to politicians. Politicians are very good, especially British ones. British politicians are fucking incredible at fucking spending a lot of time saying absolutely fucking nothing. You fucking ask them a question, they won't answer the fucking question, but they'll say a whole lot of fucking nothing instead. The British politicians are probably one of the best at this in the fucking world. It's incredible how fucking long people can spend saying nothing. Like me, for example, I'm fucking spending a lot of time, I'm repeating the same fucking point over and over again, but you get what I'm saying. He is fucking very good at saying nothing a lot.
Fair 2 as well as Resident Evil 8 are going to be way more hype, and people are going to want to see more of them than these two games I've been playing this week. If you haven't noticed, that the attention on the games has dwindled. The attention started, you know, wow, the streams are getting good attendance, and then now the streams are barely getting 300 viewers. That's what happens with games like this, is that people are all hyped at first, and the hype kind of dies down after a while, right? Excuse me. So, all that being said, yeah, I am excited for the new releases on Friday. It's going to be a pretty crazy week. Let's talk about that, shall we? So today, double new release content, covering both these games, getting as far as I can. Tomorrow, I'm off from streaming. Like I said, I'll be very busy with my wife. We have a ton of things we need to do tomorrow. The sun just came out. No more patience for this.
Shut up, bitch!
We got serious business to discuss today. Enough of that baloney. Just close the blind. Close the blinds. Yes, I'm going to look a little bit different. I don't care. I'm tired of the brightness adjusting on me in the middle of the stream. Okay. I am angry at the sun. You're correct. You heard the angry sun from Super Mario 3? I'm angry at the angry sun. I punched the angry sun right in the nuts. Anyway. So. Tomorrow I'm off. Very busy day for me. Like I said, I'll be very busy with my wife doing a million different things. Okay. Hopefully some things that are positive. Like I said, getting the odds and ends for my Halloween costume. So that's settled for Monday and all of that. And hopefully everything will be set. Friday. Okay. You guys have voted on what you wanted to see me do on Friday.
There's a fucking camera point, and him saying voted as well. That's a fucking double whammy. That is a camera point. And voted. Fucking Yaldi. Still no bingos yet, but I think it's a strong start. I'll just rewind that.
Friday. Okay. You guys have voted on what you wanted to see me do on Friday and what order. And the results are in. I'm not taking any more votes. If you voted, you know, overnight, you wasted your time. The first stream will be Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 on the Xbox Series X multiplayer. All right, the real multiplayer, not the beta that we played last month, but actually seeing all the maps and everything unlocked, and actually me working towards unlocking things in the game permanently. You know, it was interesting to see how the unlock system worked in the beta. I'm sure it's going to be very similar, if not exactly the same. It'll be fun. Launch day is always fun. Although, here's what we're going to do: if the multiplayer doesn't work, which I think it will. You know, Call of Duty historically has been pretty good on launch day. They had a few years where there were snafus and it wasn't working, but as long as it works, I'm going to be doing a whole session, 3+ hours of multiplayer on Friday. Okay? If it doesn't work, then we'll just do the campaign. So it's good that it has that. You know, imagine if it didn't and you have nothing to fall back on. At least we have a fallback plan if the multiplayer is not working for whatever reason, but I think it'll work. Okay? The late stream on Friday, Resident Evil 8 Winters DLC, and you guys voted dramatically 100% like a majority. You want to see the story. You don't really care that much about the reverse multiplayer. I'm still going to check it out. But basically, you guys want the story. I want the story. I'm dying to see where it goes. So we're doing the Winters DLC story on the late stream Friday night. Okay? Saturday, more Call of Duty on the main stream. Now, will it be more multiplayer or more campaign? You know, we may do a poll overnight. We may just get people's opinions during the streams to see what you guys want for Saturday. But it'll be more Call of Duty on the main stream Saturday. And same thing, Saturday night, more Resident Evil 8 DLC on the late stream, more of the story. Now, Sunday's daytime stream is completely up in the air. It could either be more Call of Duty or it could be Resident Evil 8, depending on what you guys want and how things went Friday and Saturday. Sunday night will be the final Sunday night bite stream. It's basically we're retiring Bassmaster 2022 because they're going to remove it from Game Pass in November. So it's the last hurrah, the last attempt to catch big fish or a ton of fish, the last interactive stream with fishing in it for now. I'm not saying, I'm definitely not saying that I would not do this in the future. You know, or bring it back, or maybe when a new one comes out, perhaps, right? So, we'll see. We'll see what happens, but it should be a fun stream for Sunday night. Now, starting on Monday, I basically want to start doing variety again because at that point, A Plague Tale and Gotham Knight will have been on hold for like a week. So obviously what I want to start doing that Monday is doing either Modern Warfare 2 or Resident Evil 8 as the daytime stream, and then either Gotham Knights or A Plague Tale Requiem as the late night stream, okay? And I want to continue during the course of the week doing that, alternating, like one of the newer games from Friday on the daytime stream, and then one of the games from last week on the night stream. Now, obviously what that means is we may not do Disney Dreamlight Valley next week, and that's okay if we don't, all right? I made good progress this week. We're actually in the course of being able to maybe finish up a couple of plot lines, but we have multiple new releases we're juggling. We don't have to do a late night chill stream every week. The way I see it is Disney Dreamlight Valley should be our opportunity to unplug and have that chill stream once a week if we need it. But if we're in a week like we are this week where we're going to be juggling 4 new releases, then we absolutely don't have to do that, okay? So that's it's going to be a very busy week. We're going to be so juggling all this new release hype stuff. It's going to be a great stream every day. I'm really looking forward to this week. I think it's going to be a spectacular week of gameplay for everyone. And again, new games means a new audience. You know we're going to see people coming back to see Modern Warfare, coming back to see Resident Evil 8 who haven't been here in a while, because those are the kind of style of games that they like to watch me play. So we're probably going to see increase in views, potential increase in subs, increase in everything, right? So be ready. We're going to have some big hype this week coming up with all the new stuff. I'm excited for that for sure, okay? Right? Excellent. Someone just said, interesting question, well, what's going to happen to the fisherman's hat that you've been using all along when you were doing Sunday Night Bites with Bassmaster? Great question. Once we do our final session of Bassmaster on Sunday night, that hat will now be added into the regular rotation, so that if we ever hit $100 in tips on a stream and you vote for a hat, that hat will be eligible. So you'll be...
You know what I do miss? You know what I miss more than anything else? And all the hats out there.
Fucking inflatable fucking crown!
I firmly believe that Phil does not want to use that as an option anymore because he got fed up having to blow the fucking thing up every single couple of days.
Be able to have the fisherman's hat in there with every other hat that I normally do. It's not just for fishing anymore. So if we actually add one more lure this Sunday night, it's going to have a ton of lures on it. It's going to be really silly to be one in the rotation moving forward, okay? So there you go. Pretty cool. All right, now, just so everyone knows, because I see contributions have come in. Thank you for everything on the YouTube, and I got a tip too. I'm going to shout all that at the end of the podcast. As you know, I save all contribution shout-outs for the end of the podcast, because I usually have a ton to talk about. Today's no exception. I want to get through everything I need to talk about first, and then we're going to do, you know, those contribution shout-outs and any other Q&A at the end of the show, okay? Thank you. All right, and I guess I should say, if you're looking to contribute and help out, tipping is the way to go. Yes, I'm looking to defray the cost of this car repair that I did, and I would really appreciate any tips that you guys could, you know, help with this week. Would really help to defray over $1,000 bill that I paid.
I'm pretty sure it's defer the cost. Defer the cost, Phil, is the term you want to use. Defray. I mean, basically, you're essentially defraying is them paying it for you. You know, Phil will play as long as they defray, as in other people are paying for that shit for you. Although maybe Phil is actually being genuine on this after all.
Okay. All right. Let's get into the meat of the story, because here's the deal. I just prefaced it. I let you know. I'm looking to do an interview with someone honestly. I'm looking to do kind of a tell-all situation where I tell you my side of the story of all the slander against me on the internet, and I'm basically right now I'm taking offers, and there's been a lot of offers, and I'm wiggling them back and forth all the way, and I'm judging them, weighing them, and balancing them. I'm getting all these different information. It's going to be a while, as I told you. I'm in no rush to jump on anyone's show or do anything with anybody. I need to figure out what's best for me, what's going to get the most exposure out there for what I want to say, but what's also best, someone who's going to judge me fairly and treat me fairly. You know what I'm saying? A lot of options, a lot of things to think about. Exactly, weighing the options, says Steak Sandwich. Exactly right. I'm weighing the options. As all this is happening, my car breaks down. Legit, just breaks down out of nowhere the other day, Monday. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Who would have expected that? It's a car that I don't really drive. I drive it once a week all day on our day out. So that's once a week it gets used. And then my wife goes to work usually on average 3 times a week. It depends on the shifts that she's given. As I've explained to you guys, sadly, the way that retail works in the United States, you don't get consistent hours anymore. So one week you'll work 30 to 40 hours. Great. One week you get 10 hours. What? And it fluctuates because it depends on the performance of the store, but it depends on a million different factors. And it sucks when you're trying to hold down, a job and make money, and you have no idea how much you're making in any given week because it depends on what your schedule is like. So some weeks she's not here 3-4 days when I'm streaming because she's working, and other weeks she's here almost all week because they gave her no hours. You see? So it's all over the place. So the car gets sporadic use, but it still gets use, right? I did buy the car in 2017. Or was it spring 2017, like April, May, something like that. So I've had the car for about 5 to 5.5 years, and yes, I take it for maintenance. I get the oil changed. I do all those things. Okay, really stupid that people say I don't, but so there's nothing wrong. Never had a problem with the car, not once. 0 problems with this car. Okay, besides, okay, I take that back. I had a leak in one of the tires. I got it patched. No problem. Since then, nothing. No big deal. As I told you guys on Monday, it wouldn't start. Now I don't know what the problem is. The check engine light is on. The power steering light is on. I'm no car guy. I don't know what the hell's going on. Excuse me. Okay, so. I'm in a situation where I'm just like, I have no clue. I don't know what's happening. I got to get a professional to look at it. So immediately I got to get the car towed and brought to a local car repair place. That cost me $200 to get the car towed. And then when it's at the place, they can't look at it that first day. It sits there for 24 hours. They finally yesterday call me. Here's what they want to do to the car. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through what they proposed and told me, and then I'm going to show you the actual invoice of what work was done and what I paid. All right. So here's what they wanted to do. All right.
I don't know what's going to happen, but I've got a feeling his idea of an experiment is he's going to wait to see how many people said it's going to be $2,000. He gave 2 figures. He gave the kind of proposed thing they wanted to do for $2,000, which is basically rewire it as well. And then he gave a second figure of $1,150, which is still more than what it was. But I do have a feeling he's going to fucking about some people trying to falsely report that Phil wanted $2,000 or some bitch. Let's see what he says, but that's my prediction. He's going to fucking try and say, people are misquoting me, and people are lying about how much I said it was going to cost me and all that shit.
So, of course, you take it to a place, they're immediately going to charge you the moment they look at the car. So they charge you $100 just to check the computer of the car. This is literally, no exaggeration, hook up a wire, press a button, and it tells you what's wrong. $100. That's America, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, but it's their fucking computer, it's their fucking equipment that you're using. So yeah, if they're going to charge you for that, you didn't fucking have to go there, Phil. You did not have to take it to that fucking place. You chose to. This was your choice. You took it there. You kind of accepted this was going to fucking happen. How about you get your own fucking computer, Phil? Apparently, you can actually buy your own fucking computer to do these things yourself. You don't actually fucking have to rely on a mechanic to do it. That's what I'm saying. It's actually possible to get your own fucking version of this. Apparently. I'm not a driver. Full disclosure, I don't drive. I drive people mental, that's about it. But yeah, I don't actually drive. But I've heard though you can actually get your own fucking kind of version of it. You can get your fucking diagnostic. You can get some diagnostic software yourself that can actually try and evaluate these things yourself. Yeah, so Sam Weapons is saying those professional scan tools cost around $2,000 to $5,000. Prophet's saying he's got, him and his buddy have a computer scanner himself, so that's what I'm saying, people can get their own personal ones if they want to try and avoid this happening.
Okay, some places do it for free, this place, no. So they claim that the battery is either incredibly low, or that's one of the issues in general. They're not 100% sure if it's a major effect, but the battery's 5 years old, all right? 5-year-old battery, it tends to start to wear out. I actually did speak with my father, who's a car guy. He used to repair cars when he was younger. He confirmed with me, yes, this actually is a true statement, that basically, yes, the battery will wear out, and if you don't replace it every 5 years, you're setting yourself up for problems, okay? So I'm told I need a battery replacement. That's going to be like, almost $300 between the testing of the battery and the replacement of the battery. It's almost $300. Okay. So continuing on, I needed an oil change. This, of all the things that I brought the car in for, this one was needed because absolutely positively the car had the oil light go on about a week ago, and I was trying to figure out when we'll have a chance to drive it to like Jiffy Lube or something just to get the oil change. Fine, it's already there. You might as well do the oil change, okay? If you go to a place like Jiffy Lube to get your oil change, they'll charge you like maybe $30, maybe 40. Oh, this place charges 70. You know, is it the same service? Likely yes. I mean, maybe they use a slightly higher grade of oil. But you know what I mean? Pretty ridiculous. Now, the major problem they claimed was the problem with the car. They said that there was a malfunction, that it was saying that the cylinder was misfiring. And so when they ran their tests and they looked at the spark plugs, they determined that one of the spark plugs, all right, had an issue. The way the guy described it to me on the phone was that it was completely worn and fried. All right, that's what he said. Now, do I believe that? I don't know if it's fried. I don't know how the spark plug would have fried. Like, I talked to my dad about this. He's like, I don't know, for a spark plug to fry, likely what would have happened is water got into your whole system. He's like, so if you're like driving a rainstorm and somehow waterlogged your engine and got into that system, then maybe that would happen. But it definitely doesn't sound like that, you know, that's true. He's like, you know, if they're saying the spark plug is fried, you know. But anyway, who knows, right? You don't know what to believe. But they're basically saying one of the spark plugs is shot. But of course, they want to replace all the spark plugs. Now, what the guy told me, all right, on the phone, is that they also wanted to replace all of the ignition wiring in my car. All of it. Okay? Just replace the whole thing. All the wires, and I guess they're called ignition coils or wire. I don't know exactly how I don't know what this is in the car, but they want to replace all of that. All right? So basically, when I started breaking this down with them on the phone, I'm like, so what's it going to cost? And they start telling me. They're like, so the battery's like 2 something, basically 300 total with the diagnostic and everything they're running. The spark plugs are going to be over $500 to replace all the spark plugs. Okay? The ignition wiring, get this, over $850 to replace the ignition wires in the car. $850. Okay? So basically, when he's going through all of this for me, all right, I'm thinking in my head, you know, I don't know anything about cars, but I'm trying to attack it from a logic perspective, okay, as he's telling me this live on the phone. I don't have an invoice in front of me at the time. I'm just listening to what he's telling me on the phone, trying to absorb it, all right? So then finally, I said, so what would that be total? And he goes, oh, it's over $2,100, blah, blah, blah. I was like, this guy's nuts. There's no fucking way that my car that I barely use, I'm paying $2,100 to repair it. There's nothing, you know what I mean? He's out of his mind. So I said to him on the phone, I said, so let me ask you a question. Do you know if there's anything wrong with any of the wiring of the car? And he goes, no. I said, okay. So we don't know if there's something wrong with it, right? So walk with me here. The battery's old, probably needs replacement. Let's do that. Oil change is a no-brainer. It needs it anyway. You're saying the spark plugs are damaged. Fine, let's replace them. Replace what's broken. But what about this insanely large $850 charge that you're trying to get me to do here when you don't even know if there's anything wrong? And he starts to explain, and he's like, well, you know, typically when spark plugs are changed out, if we have a situation like this, you would want to replace all the components associated with the spark plugs, because that way you're completely eliminating any chance that the same issue would happen again, and yada, yada, yada. So the way I talked about it yesterday, I'll say it again. This is the equivalent of you going to the doctor, all right? And the doctor, you have a bunch of symptoms. You got a cough, your eyes are burning, you have an earache. So you explain your symptoms to the doctor. Based on the symptoms you told the doctor, they can't really diagnose the true root cause of what's going on. So the doctor says, I'm going to prescribe a wide range of medications for you to try to get everything fixed, okay? Now, the difference between going to the doctor and going to the car shop is when you go to the doctor, usually your medications are covered by insurance. So yeah, you get a bunch of medications, but you pay a few dollars each. It's not a big deal. If you're going to the car repair place and they go, oh, we want to just literally replace everything in your car associated with something that could go wrong so that this issue's fixed. Yeah, but what does that cost? You know, insurance doesn't cover that. So they're trying to basically rip me off and have me replace parts in my car that they have no evidence have anything wrong with them. Is there a possibility, a slim chance, that maybe there's something wrong with the ignition wiring in the car and it caused the spark plug to fry? Yes. Have they actually tested it to determine that? No. They just want to replace it to make a buck. And I hate to say it, at American car repair places, they do this all the time. Especially from what my father knows about this, and he says, especially if you go to a chain place, absolutely, this is what they're trained on doing. It's called the upsell. They spin it, all right, to say, oh, this is something you need, when in reality it's not. They're trying to do every possible thing to make money. So to them, replacing the ignition wiring is a very easy job that they can make $1,000 on. So of course they're going to tell me I need it, when in reality I don't, all right? So what I told them to do, I said, listen, all I want to do is replace what we know is broken, and I want an oil change. So they amended the quote and everything. Now instead of $2,100, it's $1,100. So I halved the price of the repair by telling them don't do all this work, okay? So after I after I do that on the phone with them, okay, I immediately call my father. And I talked to my dad, and he basically confirms I did exactly the right thing. He's like, yes. He's like, if the spark plug is looking like it's fried, you should have it replaced. But there's no evidence as to the wiring. Why would you fucking rewire the car? It's like, what? No, you're not going to do that unless, you know, this is again, if you're rich and you're made of money, you have insane disposable income, and you want to absolutely prevent anything from ever happening again with your car, then you do that kind of shit. He's like, but there's absolutely nothing that you would do. That's crazy, okay? So he confirms, yes, pretty much everything is fine. He says, and as long as if they replace those components and your car starts, you're good. Okay? So the funny part is, they call me within an hour. Oh, your car's ready. So again, this giant amount of work they're quoting me, and then it's done in an hour. So obviously it's not anything extravagant. It's not a lot of work they had to do. It was a quick fix. But they're trying to charge me so much money for it. It's absolutely...
Guys, I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
European mix. European style, Asian fusion style. Tips. Greasy hair. Pasta once a week. Authentic style, Asian fusion style. Italian.
Guess what else we're gonna add? What? Sausage. Italian sausage. That's gonna go in here too.
I love sausage. I have had many varieties.
Italian life. Italian wife. Italian bills. Italian dark side fit. Italian life. Italian wife. Italian chill. Italian can't give her pill. Why do you pretend to be Italian? I don't. I'm not full-blooded Italian. That'd be ridiculous for me to claim. I am a quarter Italian. I am 1/4 Polish, and then I'm half kind of European mix. It complements the flavor perfectly. And it's so weird because it's nothing like any other cuisine. It really isn't. I can't even take another cuisine that tastes like that. But it's so good. And what I like about Mediterranean food is usually when you get it, you get such a good variety of stuff. Like I got, it came with hummus and pitas. You dip the pitas in the hummus, and that was delicious. Robust, insanely flavorful chicken. It's not dry. It's freaking robust. Give you this dipping sauce, garlic infused dipping sauce. Robust. I will tell you guys is thus. Robust. Robust. They give their rice, which is the seasoned rice. The taste again, it tastes kind of different from other cultural rice. Money, yeah, money, oh, money, yeah, money. Insanely flavorful chicken. It's not dry. It's freaking robust. Give you this dipping sauce, garlic infused dipping sauce. Robust. I will tell you guys is thus. Robust. 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 We went and got dinner. Now, this was a double-edged sword. We knew that the restaurant we were going to was probably going to be good. It was a very high-end Chinese-style, Asian fusion-style restaurant, okay?
I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. Oh, I had a super chat coming while I was away there. Sorry. Thank you very much, Brad Burning, for super chat. It says, I swear his ramblings have gotten worse over the past few months. The dozens of hours he's spoken could have been done in an hour or two. Pretty much. Thank you very much for that. But yeah, fast for you. Sorry for the delay. I'm going to end up like 5-10 seconds and keep playing. As you may have guessed, my dinner arrived. I had to go and get it. I don't want to miss anything in the car, though. I wasn't sure how long it would take, which is why I paused it. Sometimes I let it play and just go, but I don't want to just fucking bail, and I may have missed so much on a card.
They call me within an hour. Oh, your car's ready. So again, this giant amount of work they're quoting me, and then it's done in an hour. So obviously it's not anything extravagant. It's not a lot of work they had to do. It was a quick fix. But they're trying to charge me so much money for it. It's absolutely insane. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're out of their fucking minds. So basically, I'm like, what can I do, right? So what did I do? Between my streams, I went back there, paid the $1,100. All right. So now I'm going to show you, because now people are going to say, oh, he made all this up. Phil likes sob stories. Phil's trying to get, sympathy from his audience. I have the hard copy of the invoice right here. All right. Big stack of papers. But just to show you exactly, reiterate what I said and show that it's real. So here that's not it. Here is the work that they performed on my car. Okay. Broken down in painstaking detail. All right. And the insanely exorbitant amount of money that they charge me for each piece. Because yes, these are all overinflated prices because the place I took it to. All right. And you can argue I got ripped off. I didn't. Yes, I got ripped off. I know I did. But you knew that you were going to get ripped off. It's a problem. The thing is, I needed this done fast. I couldn't have it go to a place where they're like, oh, it has to sit here for 3 days because I'm so backed up I can't get to it. No, I had to have my car for tomorrow for my day off. My wife works this weekend. She needs the car for the weekend. You know what I mean? This is incredibly basic stuff there. Seriously, it's all incredibly basic stuff. And none of it is complex. None of it's out of ordinary maintenance. The price is ridiculously out of ordinary. Because, they're basically like, oh, look at all this work we did. No, you didn't. This was like an hour of work to do all this. Okay? It is what it is, right? So, there it is. Now, just to confirm that what I'm saying is not a lie, here's what I paid. Ready? To hide in the corner of my podcast. There it is. Over $600 in parts. What parts? Well, the battery and the spark plugs. That's it. They charged me over $600 for a car battery and spark plugs. Labor, $360 for them to plug it into the computer for it to say what's wrong and to replace a battery and to replace spark plugs. $360 of labor. Okay? Shop supplies, yes, our state tax is high. I'm aware of that, but we don't have any income tax here. State income tax, that is. And there's your total. All right? So that's what I paid in order to get the car back yesterday. And yes, the car runs fine. Yes, everything's good. They did a good job. It's not like they did a half-assed job. The car's clean. It's not like they fucked it up or anything like that. I'm not going to complain and say, oh, they did a bad job. They did a good job for what they did. For the price they charged, they better well have done a fucking good job, right? Now, they gave me another piece of paper, okay?
Thank you very much for Profit per Super Chat. Says if it was so easy to do, he could have done it himself. Exactly. He is fucking. He says he's not complaining, but then he says he got fucking scammed and ripped off. Not shit, Fuck off, Phil. But the crop looked kind of weird because I'm zoomed in on Phil's face here. I go full screen to show you the full screen sometimes, and the top right there was Phil's receipt from, he showed it last night as well. Before starting his night stream, he kind of showed a little small invoice of the total he paid. But yeah, that's Phil for you. It's just typical Phil. Quasar, he did show it off last night. That thing he showed in the top right there of how much he paid, he actually showed that last night before starting his night stream. And he said today he'd show the full receipt, which he just didn't do that, so yeah. Thank you very much, Bart Wells, for Super Chat. It says this guy's the oldest child ever. Doesn't want any kind of responsibility, just wants the world to parent him and handhold him through life. Yeah, Phil is a fucking perpetual man-child, a 40-year-old child living inside a fucking body. It looks like he's fucking 70 or 80. He looks like an OAP, he acts like a fucking kid. He's actually 40 years old and he fucking doesn't do anything whatsoever to... He hates responsibility, he hates fucking owning up to things, he hates fucking just the fucking responsibility of being an adult. This guy is looked up to by hundreds of people. This is a genuine reality, okay guys? Phil is looked up to and admired by hundreds of fucking people. People look to Phil Burnell and think, I want to be like Phil. I want to fucking play games as well and make money playing games. And yet the fucking example Phil sets him is a fucking terrible one. Nobody should be like fucking Phil. Fucking God help the world if people turn up like Phil Burnell. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Anyway, thank you Bart Wells and Profit and Brad Burning as well for Super Chats. I do appreciate it. I'm going to go back to stuff in my face.
Suggested preventative maintenance. Suggested preventative maintenance. All right? on this piece of paper, they recommend replacing all the ignition wires for $850 and replacing the carbon air filter, all that is the air filter in your vent system, for $50. All right? So they're suggesting I take the car back and spend, no exaggeration, another $1,003 for preventative maintenance. Now, I just want to clarify something. When I was on the phone with them yesterday morning, they did not say that replacing the ignition wires was preventative maintenance. The guy spoke on the phone as if this was something wrong with the car that needed immediate attention. He never mentioned this is to make sure that it doesn't happen again, or, this was, oh, you need this done. Okay, the way he said it on the phone. So they do it again. They do it on purpose because they're trying to make you think this is what you need to do to get your car fixed when you're not. It's a way for them to make an insane amount of money. Okay? So just think about that. If I was ignorant, if I didn't know how America works, right? And if I didn't know that these kind of businesses try to do this to you, I seriously would have paid over $2,000 for something that dead to rights should have been $1,000 or less, really should have been probably about $500. Okay? So that's pretty crazy, huh? Pretty nuts, all right? So there you have it. Now, after that, I came home, I was upset. Obviously, that I just spent that much money. At least my car works now. I got a new battery. I'm good for another 5 years. Spark plugs are good. Likely this is going to happen again, I would hope. So I think we're all good. All right? That's that. All right? So this is where the story should end. It's not where the story ends. All right? Because one of the major reasons why I've been talking to you about this car situation all week is because I wanted to conduct an experiment. All right? Everyone thinks I'm a dummy. All right? But I was actually setting the table to see what would happen if I talked about this. And I revealed limited information about a situation that was really going on with me. Okay? So, congratulations to the people who fell for my trap and walked right into my hands. You have proven my point that I'm about to make. And I've said it before, but people don't believe me, but you fell for the fucking trap, hook, line, and sinker. All right? Here's the deal. I gave you guys half information all week about this because basically I didn't want people to know outright what was going on. I wanted to make it so that, you don't know where I went, right? You don't know all the details. I told half details, right? On purpose, because I've been telling you guys this for years, all right? I'm stalked on the internet, literally stalked. Any piece of information someone can get about me or my personal life that is not involved with what I'm publicly displaying for you guys, okay, is seen as like some crazy golden nugget. Like, I'm serious. Like, they think like they went to temple and they got to a bunch of booby traps to get to that golden goblet. Like the fucking, what is it? The chalice of life or the holy grail. They think that any little piece of menial information about me that's not public knowledge is somehow a giant piece of like enjoyment for these stalkers. Anything they can figure out. All right? Now, if you haven't noticed, in the last 5 years, all right, a lot has changed about me and my content. I became a full-time streamer, right? And that's been my focus. If you haven't noticed, in the last 5 years, I've completely and utterly phased out any kind of vlogging or any kind of video footage into my home outside of my office, right? My wife, right? I met her, we started dating, she moved in with me, and we got married. All that's happened, and you've got very limited information about anything about our personal lives, besides a few snippets, and I tell you, oh, we're watching the X-Files, what do we have for dinner today? But outside of that, I don't share a lot. And there's a very good reason for that, all right? Because these people are so obsessive for some reason. Listen, I'm a small-time guy. I don't make a lot of money on YouTube. I don't overall make a ton of money, right? I don't get a lot of views. Right now, you would think, oh, Phil's about to expose a big thing that happened this week. The podcast has 500 viewers, right? This podcast will probably have 1,000 views, if that, on my channel after the fact. I don't get a lot of viewership. I'm not Mr. Popular. No one really cares about me except these obsessed people. It's nuts that they are that obsessed. I don't even understand it. Why do you care so much about me? Of all people, there's so many other people out there who are more notable, and sadly, I hate to say it, probably a lot more interesting to know things about. I don't have all this crazy shit going on that's so interesting. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense to me that I get such obsessive people around me and my family. But the reason that I give you insanely limited information is just this reason, okay? Because these people are absolutely nuts with the amount and the lengths that they go to try to do stuff. So, this week, as all this was going on, I couldn't be on stream 2 days in a row. I was late because of this. I had to tell you what was going on, right? I had to tell you this is what's happening. This is why I'm late. I didn't do a fundraiser to try to pay for it. I wasn't doing anything crazy to try to go out of my way to make you guys pay for my car repair. That's fucking ludicrous. That was never my intention. Okay. My point was I want to let you know why I was late, and at the same time I wanted to conduct a social experiment to see what would happen if I give you limited information about what was going on with my car repair this week and how this would end up by the end of the week. Okay. This is going directly in line with my desire to do an interview with someone and talk about all the slander about me on the internet. All right. You're going to see how they connect in just a moment. So why am I bringing all this up? What's the results of the experiment? I'll tell you the results of the experiment. Identity theft. Again. Which I thought was going to happen. All right. Here's what happened. Okay. Last night, someone on the internet went crazy. They decided to, number one, try to reach out to like every car repair place in a radius from my house. All right. I started getting emails, phone calls from a million car repair places. People had gone online and were trying to do online appointments, and were basically trying to fish the system to find a place that had data on me, like an account in my name. Okay. So they found one, and they went to the online chat system for that company, I guess, and they either did online chat. I don't know if they actually called as well to try to impersonate me or whatever it is. I don't know what it was. But the thing is, as you guys know, my basic information was doxed a long time ago. My name, my address, my cell phone number, basic info, okay? Let's be honest, car repair places don't get advanced info. They don't know anything more to really prove anyone's identity or anything like that. And let's also be honest, all right? People at a car repair place are not expecting that someone is trying to commit identity theft. What's the point? Like, right? What would be the point? Seriously, what is the point? There is no point, because these places don't keep detailed records. They don't keep financial information. For example, there's no record in their system of the card that I used to pay for this transaction. It's very limited. Legally, they can't have that in there, because if they do that and then it leaks, I could sue them. So they don't even keep that. Once you pay, it just has okay, the transaction went through, but that's it. It doesn't like maintain any of your information or anything like that. It doesn't have my social security number. You know what I mean? It doesn't have all these things. There's nothing there. Okay, nothing at all. All right. But these people are so crazy in their minds. I'm going to contact every car repair place in a radius from Phil's home to try to find the one he went to. And then I'm going to try to get this to say if Phil is lying or not about his car repair. All right. So I literally showed you this. Oh, I keep looking at the wrong one. This is the scan that I did last night when I got home. Oh, this is the actual page from the invoice. The only thing I've removed is the name of the company, who it was with, right? And, statistics about shit on my car and stuff like that. Nothing major, nothing crazy. What's funny about this is that their system isn't even right, because one of the pages here says that my car has 60,000 miles, which is wrong. My car just hit 10,000 miles. Which it even says in the description here. If you take a look where it says Dexo specialty oil change up to 5 quarts, it says the manufacturer has an oil change based on your mileage of 10,000 miles, which I just hit. But then it says 60,000 miles at the top of the screen, which is wrong. It's like outright wrong. Okay. Yeah, but basically this information is nothing that's a big deal. All right. Literally, there's nothing here that's, the name of the place I went to have my car repair done. Not a big deal. The name and address, basic information about the car. It's nothing special. Okay. So I don't know what they were looking to get by committing identity theft again against me to try to get this. I mean, I don't know. Again, these businesses, they're not going to keep my information or whatever, like payment information or something, if that's what they were getting at or whatever. I don't know why they would even think that. It's nuts. Okay. Maybe they thought I was outright lying about the whole situation, again, to get sympathy from my audience and try to get you guys to pay for the car repair. If that was the case, wouldn't I have done a stream asking for you to pay for the car repair? Which I did not. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, wouldn't I have done that? I didn't. So again, in their broken minds, they make these crazy assumptions, these crazy things. What was the point of doing this? Zero. It did absolutely nothing. I already told you guys I was going to show you today anyway, the stuff, right? So it doesn't even matter. But I had a feeling this week with this going on, they were going to pull something like this. Okay. Now, what information did you guys even have? Think about it. All you knew is that I went somewhere local to get my car repaired. That's it. That's all you knew. Nothing else. I didn't tell you where. I didn't tell you, nothing.
I mean, the last time you had to get your car sorted, you went to Firestone. We know this because of the bank leaks. Would you look at that, Firestone? So, yeah. You're predictable, Phil. You're predictable. That's all I'll say.
But to them, this was worthwhile. Let's commit identity theft. Let's try to contact every repair place and say, hey, I need a copy of my invoice because I lost it or whatever. I don't even know what they said. All right. So apparently they got it. I don't know. I mean, I can't confirm or deny. Again, I don't go to these fucked up places. I don't, but people are telling me today they got it. It's not a big deal. Again, there's nothing here that's any kind of risk or anything. It's no big deal at all. All right. But the thing that's hilariously stupid about all of this is that they 100% fell into my trap and actually proved my point all along. All right. Here is what I've been saying for years and years. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I can finally use this as the concrete evidence that what I've been saying is true. They can't even fucking deny it anymore. All right. You ready for this? I've been accused of so many things on the internet. Having secret PayPal accounts that I embezzle money in that I hid during my bankruptcy proceedings. Lying under oath during my bankruptcy proceedings about all kinds of various different things. Spending everyone's money frivolously on dumb shit like liquor and mobile gaming and all of this shit and all of that shit, right? All this stuff.
Oh, money, money.
Thank you very much to Twice Time for tipping, who says, isn't he just reinforcing that all the info that his stalkers have is correct? How is this an own? It's a very good fucking point, actually. The information appears to be completely the same. I don't actually know, I haven't cross-referenced it, but I assume it's the exact same information. So, yeah, it's actually... I mean, yeah, but what Phil is saying here is that the detractors managed to get information that Phil was trying to hide, or not in this case. He said it was going to be public. But the detractors wanted information, they found information, and Phil was admitting that. So that's what Phil was saying, essentially.
Money in that I hid during my bankruptcy proceedings. Lying under oath during my bankruptcy proceedings about all kinds of various different things. Spending everyone's money frivolously on dumb shit like liquor and mobile gaming and all of this shit and all of that shit, right? All this stuff. And it happens daily at this point. It's to the point where it's a joke. At this point, it's a running meme. It's stupid. But I'm so tired of it that, that's why I want to do an interview and say, no, here's the real truth of what's going on. And these people just want to keep fucking with me so badly that it becomes a truth that they reiterate as if it's real when it's not. It's not real. Okay? So, I purposely did it this way this week to see what would happen if I gave you limited information on something to try to just say, hey, this is real, this happened. In reality, they went faster than I thought they would. Because I thought, honestly, today, here's what I would do. I would do this, and I would say, hey, guys, here's the invoice. Here's what I paid. And I thought those guys would use what I just showed you on the stream in order to try to, reverse engineer where the repair was done, and they would have all that information on the internet by the end of the week. That's what I thought. They fucking did it before that. They actually, like I said, they actually went out of their mind, okay, to lie, to commit identity theft, identity fraud, and get a copy of the invoice from the place, obviously without my permission, before I even showed you anything. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even do anything yet. I just gave you very generalized information. So what's hilarious about this is they fell right into my hands. And here's what I mean by that. Over the years, all this slander is put about me on the internet. And what happens every time that the slander gets put out? I'll say to you guys, it's not true, right? It's just not. It's based on a nugget of truth. It's spun out of hand. It's over-exaggerated to become a conspiracy that's not based on fact. What they do is they find little pieces of information here and there. They draw these crazy conspiracy webs between them to say that they're factual, okay? Perfect example of this was that escort bullshit, where when I was first dating my wife, they were trying to say I wasn't really dating anyone. It was an escort I was paying and flying over from Europe. And it was just the most ludicrous thing that people believed for months because they were that fucking stupid. They were dying to believe a conspiracy. Now, that one was disproven. But then what ended up happening was they went right...
It was disproven by detractors.
...into the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And ever since then, I mean, this was, 2017? Ever since 2017, 2018, when that was happening, they've just never stopped. It's just been conspiracy, 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 conspiracy. Now, why do they do it? There's two reasons. The first reason they do it is because it gets them clickbait, it gets them attention, it gets them to talk about drama, it gets them all worked up. These people are immature. They love this kind of shit. This is very much like the Keemstar audience. This is the kind of people that they don't even care if what they're looking at is real or not. They just want to believe it. And you'll tell them a million times that's really unlikely. They don't care. They just want to believe anything for the sake of having drama. They want to believe every negative thing about a YouTuber and try to bring them down because it makes them feel like they're better, right? It makes them feel better about their own lives. And at the same time, they get some kind of weird satisfaction out of hurting someone on the internet, and they have no repercussions for it, okay? So regardless of any of it is true or not, as long as they say something negative about me, they're happy that they got away with it, all right? But here's the other half of it, all right? Here's the other half. They know that with the kind of accusations, all right, the other accusations that these people make against me, the kind that they are, they know that the only way that I could ever prove, say, innocence against the things that they accuse me of would be to show you guys private information or to talk about private things, like, for example, financial institutions who I've worked with, showing you, like, some idiot actually wrote me an email the other day and said, show me a copy of your bank statement. They asked, some idiot actually wrote that in an email to me, show me your bank statement to prove your innocence. Like, this is what they want. Now, here's the thing, all right? I could do that. I could do the things that they want, all right? I could. Now, what would happen if I did? Here's your hard evidence of exactly what would happen if I were to do what they want. They would take any piece of information whatsoever that they could get from something that I provided to you guys as evidence of my innocence of the shit that they accuse me of, and they would reverse engineer it. They would use it to find the next piece, the next piece, the next piece. It's essentially a never-ending trap, all right? It's called, number one, it's called moving the goalpost, because even if I disprove the things they say, they'll always have something else to accuse me of, because that's how they operate. Remember, they get their jollies off of creating drama and conspiracy on the internet, so even if something's ridiculously false or not so ridiculously false, they don't care, okay, at all. They don't care. They'll still keep saying fucked up things to keep that gravy train moving for them, all right? What they want is for me to make a horrible mistake. They want me to actually put my personal information, even if it's edited heavily, right, whatever it may be. They want me to put that shit on the internet in some form so they can reverse engineer it and hurt me. That's been one of their intentions all along. You know, why do you think they're doing it? Because they're like, man, I really want to get that guy. And right now we've tried everything. We tried getting him banned from YouTube. It doesn't work. We tried him with copyright strikes. It doesn't work. We tried slandering his name all over the internet. Oh, look, sometimes you have various levels of success, you know, but sometimes you don't. And the thing is, I'm still here after 14 years and literally after about 10 straight years of online harassment of various levels, right? I'm still here. I'm still having a great time with my audience every single day on stream. I'm still having a business that I really enjoy because it's what I love, but I get to do it for a living. Like, I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. All the shit that they've tried to do to me over the years has not been successful at all. All right? It's just not going to. It's never going to be. Yes, there'll be various days when they annoy me, and there's various days when they kind of fuck with me, and there's not much I can do about that. All right? But that being said, I'm never going to go away. I'm still going to make content if I so desire. I'm still going to be here. Nothing's going to change. You know what I'm saying? Everything that they're doing is annoyance, but it's not anything that's ever going to say, oh, no, we finally got him off of YouTube or whatever. That's never going to happen. Never. Never. Doesn't matter what they do or say or how much shit they make up. That will never happen. And I'm basically very happy to know that I have such a supportive viewer base that you guys know the bullshit and you enjoy my content every day regardless of it, all right? But basically, they're never going to give up. I know that. I'm not stupid, all right? So this week, with all of this already going on, I purposefully did this to see what would happen, and they did exactly what I thought. They broke the law, they committed identity fraud, and they got personal information that they shouldn't have. The good news is the personal information isn't damning and doesn't hurt. It's nothing that's really going to negatively affect me in any way. However, yes, it's annoying that this has happened because they shouldn't have access to that personal information whatsoever. It should be private, personal, all right? Just because I said I got my car repaired on the internet shouldn't immediately mean that every piece of data about the car repair is now public, okay? It's bullshit. It's really fucked up, okay? So the thing is, a couple things to learn from this. Thing number one is, yes, absolutely, I have to be careful about the things I say and do on the internet. There very well may be days when something goes wrong and I cannot be here live on the stream on time, in which I'm just going to have to say, I'm sorry, guys, I literally can't tell you why I'm late. Because if I do, I'm putting myself and my family at personal risk because these idiots do this kind of stuff. They'll try to figure out what it is. They'll commit crimes just to get a very small, stupid piece of information that is not important, but they'll still do it, okay? It's pretty fucked up. Now, in addition to this, this ties directly into my desire to have a public interview with a bigger person than me on the internet, so people hear my responses and answers, all right, to everything that's going on with the slander against me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I now have the justification right here in my fucking hands of why all I can do is give my side of the story, but I hate to say it, I can't provide any real concrete corroborating evidence to back it up. Because if I did, if I showed you a bank statement with blacked out parts, if I showed you my accounts on my phone, which some people said, just open your phone and show us all your accounts. Oh, that sounds like a really smart idea, doesn't it, right? The moment I do that, seriously, this will all be reverse engineered. It'll be impersonations out the ass to try to get access to all of my information. All right? You did it for a dumb fucking car repair that means nothing, right? You had your chance, and you 100% fell hook, line, and sinker for my trap, and proved that you're so crazy that even for something as dumb as this, that doesn't matter. It means nothing. It affects nothing. You still did it anyway. So now imagine if I were to open my phone and show you an account that I have, or to show you a bank statement. That would be the end of everything. They would probably try to steal all my money. They would try to shut down all of my accounts. They would...
Not a fucking money. You're fucking broke, apparently. You keep telling us all you're fucking broke every single fucking day. You can't pay your fucking bills. What fucking money, Phil? Look, no. Basically, what you proved here, Phil, is that somebody fucking was able to prove what you said before you could. The trackers found accurate information. But as far as I can tell, no laws were broke. Not a single law was broke in obtaining this information. Did they have any security checks to try and get by? No. They called up, they asked for information, they were given it. They didn't have to fucking have any special privy knowledge of anything. This was just given willingly, and I'm pretty sure it's not illegal either. You're calling people criminals when they've not committed any crimes here. It's just bizarre to me. It really is fucking bizarre. What the hell, man? The blank leaks are real. Everything on this fucking tracker here, everything you see here, all legitimate, 100% real. Phil could black out the name of the business that he had money going to that fucking day. If every single business was blacked out, and it was only the dates and the amounts shown, and it was clear it was Phil's account, and it was obviously his account, it's the same, so that was, I would actually think that would be good knowledge, be good information. But nah, that's just, that Phil cannot, that's what I'm saying. Phil is saying he can't prove his innocence because we use it to hurt him. The real reason is Phil can't prove his innocence about the fucking bank leaks is because he's got dead to damn rights. We got him essentially. It's just Phil trying to prove this is fake will just prove it's real, unless he fucking fakes an account statement. Everything you see here is 100% accurate. I've told you guys time and time again the origin of how the bank leaks came to be. Somebody committed a legal act. They reverse engineered. They social engineer. It's like social engineering. It's called social engineer. And they fucking just kind of ground out many different ways to try and get Phil's social security number until they got the fucking the right one. Because it could have been a specific, based on when he was born. It could have been a specific one. You know what I mean? So Booth did all this fucking hard work, and he found out the correct information eventually after fucking all this time of trying to get information. He shared that information on Kiwi Farms. He shared the knowledge of how to obtain information from Phil's bank account for Bank of America. So everyone had access to be able to basically hear all the debits and credits from Phil's financial history within an 18-month period. These people recorded these phone calls on Bank of America to get all the debits and credits on there. These recorded phone calls are uploaded to YouTube. And after that, the YouTube videos were exported, the transcripts were exported onto a spreadsheet. Kosher Dill, a user on Kiwi Farms, done all this exporting, and there's one big spreadsheet full of debits and one big spreadsheet full of credits. And then piece painstakingly broke down all that information and put it on one beautiful little spreadsheet that you see in front of you today. This is the origin of the bank leaks. It's not as if somebody's fucking made up things on fire. Was it? Your piece was here thinking, how many PayPal microtransactions should I have for this day? Should I have 10 or should I have 11? I don't know. How many should we do? Let's not go crazy. Let's just fucking stick 6 or something. No, that's not like that. This was all copy and pasted from the goddamn the exported information essentially from all debits and credits. With little notes added here and there about what it fucking relates to. Jesus fucking Christ, man. And as for WWE Champions, I mean, I assume this is still here. Let's just scroll down to 24th of July. 24th of July, where are you? God, it seems like so long ago now, 24th of July, but I assume the video's still live on this channel. 24th of July, daily crap. There it is!
Seat.
Well, hello everyone and welcome.
It's WWE Champions time. That is clear as day, WWE Champions on his goddamn phone. Dead to goddamn rights. Mr. I don't play that game anymore. Mr. They're all lying about me playing WWE Champions all the fucking time. Dead to goddamn rights. Call it right there. On his own goddamn videos, on his own channel uploaded. He uploaded his video showing him playing this fucking game. Dead to goddamn rights. Not only that, we have this. 1,729 days of consecutive logins. Underage champions. He plays it every single day. Whether he's working or whether he's got his day off, he plays the game. He is always playing the game. By the way, his roster's now 424. This website in particular is a couple of days behind. But the actual stats are 424 roster size, so there you go.
Definitely tried to impersonate me in any way they could to hurt me and my family. Would I have to be a complete fucking idiot? One of the dumbest people on earth to show you anything, right? So, congratulations, really, congratulations to the morons who did this overnight. You have literally in one action destroyed any chance whatsoever that I would ever show you anything personal.
I mean, you don't fucking need to, we know what's going on, Phil. Well, the thing is, though, you got to keep in mind, Phil, you can't offer to show us anything anymore because we're not going to fucking believe you. This little experiment proved that. This little experiment shows why detractors have to fucking go their goddamn way to try and find the truth, because you're so much fucking all the time trying to obscure the truth. In a situation, you're always lying to people about what you're fucking doing with your money. You're lying to people about what you fucking spend money on. You lie about bills all the fucking time. You got a broken house, a fucking broken vacuum cleaner, a broken exercise bike from Cat. You got a fucking broken, bathroom, the shower is fucking broke, the toilet fucking broke, everything fucking breaks in that fucking house. Cat seems to be some one human wrecking machine. What the fuck is going on at a fucking house if so many fucking things conveniently break for you to fucking try and use as a fucking tool to elicit more money from your fucking fans? Not in terms of fucking using it as a fucking fundraiser, but you just fucking drop it in there. By the way, guys, tits would help extremely more than usual because I'm really struggling right now because of this reason, because of that reason, because of this reason, because of that fucking reason. Every single fucking day of every single fucking week of every single fucking year of every, it goes on and on and on. You're always fucking asking for more, Phil. Every single fucking day. It's never enough. It never will be enough for you, Phil. So this is why detractors go fucking out their goddamn way to find the truth. And by the way, they're very good at finding out the truth. As your experiment showed, they are very fucking good at finding out the truth.
Ruined it for yourself. Because this week, as I've been talking with various people of different levels on YouTube, and also as I've been talking with other people, one of the points that has come up, all right? One of the points that's come up is, do you have anything concrete that you can show to prove that what these people are saying is false? Which is hilarious because in a court of law, you're innocent until proven guilty. There's absolutely, positively nothing whatsoever about me on the internet that is factually true like this that proves me guilty of anything. Zero. Nothing. There's nothing that can prove anything that they've been saying. Okay?
I'm going to lose my goddamn mind with this motherfucker. I've already explained why the bank leaks are legitimate. I even explained it in this fucking email. I sent this motherfucking email and he keeps alluding to it. This email I sent him. And he keeps mocking me because I said, hey, why don't you just show an old statement? An old statement's fucking from the bank leaks. Just like, go to like fucking March 20th or something like that. Or March 2020. It's like, why don't you just show an old statement? Not shit. And he said he couldn't do that because it would reveal too much private information, like where he fucking does his business. That same fucking stream. Fuck it.
Yeah. Money. Oh, money. Yeah. Money.
Thank you very much, Puck Footin, for the super chat. I think I don't even know if it's a sticker I sent. I just sent a wee super chat with nothing on it, but thank you very much, Puck Footin, for that. I appreciate it. But yeah, you see what I'm saying though? I sent this idiot an email. And he read the email clearly. I'm assuming I'm the only one that suggested to him to show an old bank statement. I did capitalise, I said older bank statement. Right under the table, how can you count as effectively? I have a method for that. If you're honest in saying everything from the bank leaks are fabricated, then you would not object surely to showing off an older bank statement which falls within that 18-month period of time which was covered to absolutely debunk that the transactions that have been claimed to have happened that day did not actually occur. Because how could people hurt you significantly with older information? I said that to him. How could people actually hurt him today with such older information like that? And Phil claimed, people might know where I fucking doing my business and all that shit. And in that same fucking stream, he was like, by the way, guys, I want to go to Costco on my day off on Thursday. So he was fucking advertising where he was going to fucking be this coming Thursday, tomorrow. He was advertising where he's going to fucking doing his shopping tomorrow. And yet at the same fucking time, he can't show his fucking older statements because apparently it would mean people would understand and know where he fucking does his business and where he sometimes shops. The man can't fucking show older bank statements to prove innocence because we might know where he ends up doing some of his shopping. And at the same time, in that same stream, tells us where he's going to be fucking doing his shopping. Make sense of that one, please. Why, please, one of you guys, make sense of that fucking thing. Ah, Christ alive, man. Christ alive.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing at all. But for me to disprove the things that they're saying on the internet, I have to show you factually true information. When I do that, I am now exposing myself. That is exactly what they've wanted all along. All right? This has always been their game. Let's make it so much of a pain for Phil that he will be dumb enough to actually show us something real, and now we've got him. Because now we can absolutely, positively destroy this guy, right?
I mean, if you had anything real that we saw which would destroy you, that's your own fault for fucking playing with fire. But Phil, nobody really cares about you spending and how much money you spend on your fucking paper plates in Costco, okay? Nobody really cares how much fucking alcohol you actually, you know, obviously it's kind of curious to see how much alcohol you get through, but at the same time, you want to fucking knock back bottles of gin, but a fucking dozen, whatever, that's up to you. Nobody really cares about, you know, that kind of thing. It's what you spend your grocery shopping money on is your business, not shit, and also you got bills as well. But people were wondering for so fucking long, before the bank leaks happened, people were always asking the question, where does the money go? Where does the money go? The bank leaks conclusively helped answer that, as well as the WWE Champions revelations that he was playing his fucking game. Phil's basically, that's what I'm saying, this prophet says it very well. Why would we care? The detractors found the truth before he finally admitted to it. Basically, yeah, pretty much, you know, we've already fucking caught the truth. Phil hasn't got a leg to stand on. He's got no way to debunk us. He has no way to fucking try and disprove that what we're saying is wrong. All he can do is fucking scream bloody murder. Is I can't prove I'm innocent, but please believe me, I'm innocent. Aye, fucking good one. How about we just stick to fucking providing evidence, all these evidence, so much fucking evidence to conclusively prove that our points are accurate, and you just fucking stand there on that fucking overly large soapbox that some bigger YouTuber is going to invite you to, and you just try fucking presenting zero fucking evidence and just saying please believe me, they're mean to me, please believe me, despite all the overwhelming evidence to the fucking contrary. You fucking show them this fucking, you know, fucking stupid fucking invoice in your fucking car. What are they going to fucking say? That they fucking managed to get information out there before you did? The detractors found accurate information, Phil. Again. And this is you admitting that. Phil, you're your own worst enemy, pal. You're your own worst enemy. Stop playing WWE Champions. Stop blowing all your fucking goddamn money that's generously given to you by your own dickheaded fans on such a stupid fucking game. Your life would be so much fucking more comfortable if you stopped fucking playing that stupid fucking game.
So, when people say, oh, Phil, you're just paranoid, no, I'm not. Here is your factual fucking evidence that I'm not paranoid in any way. They literally just did this. Overnight, they committed identity theft. They impersonated me.
No. Anyone could have fucking, I mean, how did they fucking get the payment? What security measures were in place to stop you getting, anyone could fucking call. Anyone could fucking call and say, by the way, can I get an invoice, please, for a car I was in yesterday? This is a car. You know, this is the name, and they'd be like, yeah, sure. People are enjoying the pause. Okay, guys, you enjoy the pause. IO full screen free. There you go. It's a funky ass face he's making into it. Fuck me, man. What the hell? What the hell is this sucking face he's making here? What the hell is like? How? Why is his mouth doing that? It looks like he's fucking trying to like chew something without moving his mouth. Like he's trying to very discreetly try to like, you know that kind of thing you do sometimes where you're trying to fucking displace a bit of fucking food stuck in your teeth. But you're trying to do it very subtly, you know? So it's like you keep your mouth tightly fucking closed, so you just fucking, it's like pursed, your tight lips are tightly pursed closed.
Money, yeah, money, oh, money, yeah, money.
Thank you very much, Prophet, for a super chat, who's got his own theory. So, Prophet's theory is that Phil posted the invoice on the not-so-secret mod Discord, and OIC leaked it. That's potentially, it could have happened. I mean, okay, let's establish one thing very quickly, guys. Dudy was right. Was Dudy right with what he claimed? Earlier on I said he was wrong apart, but it looks like Dudy might have been right after all. Was Dudy actually correct, or did he have the wrong invoice? I mean, I don't like saying somebody's wrong if they weren't wrong, and I did say earlier on it looked like Dudy was wrong. So I'd like to clear that up if I can. Christ alive, man. And it's quite weird how this fucking happened out of the blue. I don't know anyone who's actually going after this information. Christ knows, who knows?
And they tried to fuck with me and realized, oh, there's nothing here, right? But if something that stupid, they went to that length, again, can you imagine if I showed you anything personal from my life, what they would do with it, okay? Seriously, like if one of these accounts gets compromised, that could be ruining. You know, they could destroy my not that I have credit because of my bankruptcy, but they could go even further. They could try to steal all my money. They could try to ruin all of my accounts. Like, I always tell this story and people think I made it up. It's not. It's 100% true. Years ago, I was doing a vlog in my kitchen of some sort. I couldn't even tell you what it was. It might have been a DSP Tries It. I had accidentally left my invoice for my power company, my electric bill. I had left it on the countertop of my counter when I was filming this episode of DSP Tries It, okay? Just at a glance, the camera had panned over there and showed the company, all right? My detractors called the electric company, impersonated me, and tried to get my electricity turned off. The only reason I knew this is because I had set up automatic email notifications for anything that happens with that account, and I got an email overnight saying, you're scheduled to have your power turned off on Monday as the earliest that we could do it for you. I was like, what? So, of course, I immediately called them. I explained the situation. And what we ended up doing is putting in multiple levels of security to prevent anyone from being able to impersonate me in the future and do anything against me like that, you know? And then I had to go and do that with many other companies and things like that. But this is what I mean. And this was years ago. This was before all the current shit that's going down with me right now.
A lot of people are, you know, questioning the legitimacy of why this was leaked. People are thinking this is a false flag operation, essentially, where Phil leaked it himself for someone else to spread. It's possible. The thing is, I didn't really doubt. I mean, obviously, I had some reservations with the car story, and it's one of those things where it's like I knew he spent $1,000 on the Rio Champions, and then this fucking bill was suddenly $1,000. It's one of those things where I thought that's a bit of a coincidence, but at the same time, he was given so much information forthcoming. That it's one of those things that was like, it's a bit of a strange lie to tell. It's one thing fucking lying about a vacuum cleaner, or your fucking bathroom, or whatever, or your dishwasher even. Because it's hard to fucking get follow-up evidence for that, you know, about your car. The car is a really important thing that he uses. He doesn't use it every day. Fucking his wife needs to use it more than him. But yeah, it's one of those things that's an essential. Dishwasher's not exactly an essential because I fucking use paper plates most of the goddamn time anyway. Plus I have a fucking sink to just wash it by hand. You know, the bathroom's not a massive essential because I've got 2 fucking bathrooms, you know, so just use a fucking other bathroom. The vacuum cleaner, I mean, we never heard what happened to the fucking vacuum cleaner. We'd never heard about the fucking replacement. We have no idea what it did with, if they fucking bought a cheap second-hand or something. No idea. All I know is that Cat broke the last vacuum cleaner, and that was the last that was ever fucking heard of that. But it's one of those things where it's like, there's something suspicious going on lately with Phil with the things that's happening around Phil Burnell. He had view bots, like massive amount of view bots, on a day where he needed amazing support. He got view botted out the fucking ass. On a fucking random whim, he fucking sets his chat to, you know, he turns off subscriber only mode. He turns that off. For the first time ever, seeming, you know, since coming back to YouTube, and since he had turned on after the first couple of days, back in fucking like April of fucking 2021 or something, he randomly just decided to turn it off randomly, just on a whim. And all of a sudden, there's fucking like 900 bots in the fucking, you know, there's thousands. There are thousands of bots in that fucking channel all of a sudden who are all eligible for fucking memberships. Just like that. And right after that happened, right after they fucking turned off sub-only mode, he fucking gets gifted, what, 300 memberships right in one fucking fell swoop. And then a day later or whatever, you know, because, I mean, I assume some of those same bots, whatever, hadn't expired yet, and another 200 odd gifted memberships. Out of the fucking blue, just like that. Then the Snorlax thing, the fucking Snorlax fucking vanished out of the fucking planet there. It's bizarre. Was it chargebacks real? Was it fake? Who knows? Snorlax had claimed he hadn't won any of them, and all of a sudden Phil claims he only got $100 back when he should have gotten all of it back because there's things that are not adding up. Things are not adding up whatsoever. There's a lot of things, and as Phil says, these things come in free. The viewbots are suspicious, Snorlax kind of thing is suspicious, and now this receipt, this car receipt is suspicious. 3 different things.
Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Bartwell. So Super Chat says, question is, how does Phil think this makes him look in regards to him seeking an interview? What's stopping him from pulling crap like this after said interview? It makes him look flaky, it makes him look like a fucking piece of shit. Yeah, exactly. I don't think Phil thought that far ahead. Phil's not trying to think about how it makes him look because he knows he already looks shit anyway regardless. He's trying his best to fucking belittle and, you know, he's trying to devalue our word, essentially. The thing is, though, the thing that annoys Phil more than anything is that us detractors are small potatoes in terms of size compared to him, at least channel size, and yet there's a couple of exceptions. Secret Limited has also, you know, massively grown. Whatever, he's the biggest attractor channel because he puts out amazingly edited content. You know, sometimes I say something, you know, he's not as consistent as we are in terms of, you know, how much he uploads, but when he uploads a video, you know it's going to be a banger. You know Secret's going to deliver an absolute banger. People pay attention to it, people watch it, it's usually presented well, it's edited well, and it's very hard to dispute the things that are in those kind of videos. He did such a good job with the fucking 3 Champions video, he just fucking crushed them. And all these big YouTubers caught onto it, see it, believe it. And because I'm saying, like, people just believe. When people are presented with evidence, they believe evidence. You know what I'm saying? When people see the things, so we present evidence all the time, when we can, and people can believe it if they want. I've explained to you why I believe the bank leaks are real. I've explained the process, you know, step by step as to how they were attained. It's definitely Phil's account. He admitted he had an account breach. It was definitely his fucking account. And Booth got into that account and he provided ways for people to fucking find out the financial information on that fucking account. I've explained this so fucking much. As for WWE Champions, there's so many fucking layers of evidence that were perfectly fucking, you know, highlighted in Secret's video. Perfectly, you know, that video can do a fucking better job than anyone fucking explain it because it just shows you perfectly, bit by bit. It's fucking bizarre to me, man, what Phil is hoping to achieve here. He's basically just trying to fucking devalue and discredit all detractor claims based on this, because detractors found out about how much his car repairs cost, you know, officially, before you could provide evidence. Even then, though, I don't know, there's something suspicious about it. There's something a bit off to me. And I said, these things comes in free. First of all, you had a strange situation with the bots, the viewbots fucking go hammering him, and he managed to gift so many fucking hundreds of subs. Or he got gifted so many hundreds of fucking subs to these random robot accounts. You know, so that was the first thing. The Snorlax thing, the chargebacks thing, Snorlax had claimed it looked like he wasn't going to win a single one of them. So $400 looked like it was going to be going back to Phil. Then Phil saying he got $100 back instead of $400 back is kind of strange. So the Snorlax went feud, and then Snorlax fucking vanished off the fucking face of the earth. So was it a fucking some strange false kind of flag, some pretend whale who was actually someone else? It's, you know, fuck knows. We have no idea what the fuck's going on with that shit. And now this fucking random shit, just random, someone somehow got access to his fucking car receipt, his invoice, whatever, and they fucking shared it before he could share it. Which just so happened to perfectly illustrate Phil's example as to why he can never share things on the internet. It just worked out very well for Phil and for his narrative, but it's a fucking nonsensical narrative. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Just, it smells like a false flag to me. I'm just going to leave it at that.
This was many years ago. So that's what I mean. Like, this stuff is so ridiculous. All right. And based on what? You know, what horrible act did I commit to have my life like this? Right? Seriously, what did I do?
He is so determined to fucking have people not know what he does with his fucking money. Look, this is perfectly fucking simple. Right, I'm going to make this perfectly fucking simple for Phil Burnell. If Phil Burnell publicly admits that yes, he has been spending thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on WWE Champions, and he's ashamed of this, and he's going to give up, and we can see he gives up, and we can prove he gives up, then I'll just stop. I'll just stop. Until Phil can prove his addictions and and prove that we're correct with his addictions, I'll just keep highlighting them. Phil needs professional help. Not only with his fucking mind, but with his money. Keep in mind as well, I believe Phil committed bankruptcy fraud. He used that fucking gacha gaming addiction and passed off that fucking spending as business expenses, even though he does not fucking use the Raid Champions as a business expense. That's his personal hobby, which he hopes to be as private as possible, but sadly for him, it's not fucking private anymore. Phil is a fucking criminal. There should be justice for us. There has to be fucking justice, in my opinion, for somebody committing these grievous criminal acts and being so fucking blatant as to try and claim he's not fucking done anything wrong. He uses fucking everything he can under the fucking sun to try and gain money from his fans. He uses that fucking money from his fans, obviously to fucking pay for his own life and pay for bills and that shit, but he also uses a good portion of that fucking money. A good portion of that money goes into this crippling addiction, which nearly cost him a fucking... In fact, if Phil had not even fucking pretended the Raid Champions was a thing on his bankruptcy forms, he probably would not have been given bankruptcy. There's no way Phil would have been granted bankruptcy. Sophie's saying, SCP Sophie's saying, I see people on Twitter saying good job to the idiot they called. The trackers don't need to fight. The trackers, I mean, the thing is, nobody actually fucking knows if somebody did call. We have no idea if Phil's being honest here or not. This could be some sort of strange ass false flag operation where fucking Phil's pretending a detractor tried to stalk and harass whatever behind the scenes to get their fucking statement. We have no idea how this statement, this invoice came to be. But fucking it's just one of those things. We have no idea. So just let me say this. That's what I'm saying. I'm just kind of saying, take everything on the internet, especially take everything you hear and see with a pinch of salt, and see how much. If it smells off, then fucking investigate more. Phil has a history of lying, and lately this month, 3 times this month, something's been off with the things that have been happening around Phil. And the Viewbots, Snorlax King, and now this. These things comes in 3, as Phil said earlier on.
Dude, what heinous crime? There's people out there who they're being exposed for running gambling rings with children, right? There's people out there who are blatant, outright, 100% scamming. You know, people out there who've done insanely harmful things to people all over the internet. All right? We know this. There's public documentation of this. I'm the one who gets this treatment. But what the hell did I do? Did I do immature, dumb things over a decade ago? Yes, I did. I said dumb, irresponsible things on the internet in my old content. I'm aware of that. I've apologized for it. I've watched documentaries on it, cringed at it, said, wow, I'm glad I'm not like that anymore. Since 2017, when I actively started to change as a person, okay, I've made a concerted effort to become better. You know, because I love what I do for a living. I don't want to lose that to some nonsense. So I've done my best. I've changed my life. I met a woman who has changed my life as well. A soulmate who I live with and will be with forever. Who we have a great life together here.
I cannot wait for her to fucking dump your ass. I'm just saying, she's going to fucking dump you. Well, you know, as soon as it's convenient for her, you fucking just bolt up in our stable, she's going to be fucking gone.
And we don't want to put anything like that at personal risk. You know, it'd be crazy to do so. You know? So, it's just funny because people want to always say things like, again, you're paranoid, or, you know, the real reason is because, you know, you're guilty of everything. No. The real reason is because look at what happens with something so meaningless as a car repair. They fall right into my hands and do exactly as I thought they would. Now imagine if I actually put out something that could actually put me at major risk. Yes, if a financial account, if a phone account, I mean, there's a million things. If any of those things ever were to become at high risk, I mean, just to give you some perspective here. There's something called two-factor authorization, for those who don't know. Here's how it works. You need to sign into a site that's very important to you, all right? So you put your name and password in. Well, you set up two-factor authorization. So now they send a special code to you via, there's an email address, a cell phone number, whatever it may be.
Dajo Dan seems to think that Phil's admitting he just leaked it, you know, publicly. Let's just rewind to make sure we hear what he's saying. SCV Sophie is saying, you know, PewDiePie didn't ask for 300 when he said the N-word, he just moved on. Pretty much.
Dumb things over a decade ago? Yes, I did. I said dumb, irresponsible things on the internet in my old content. I'm aware of that. I've apologized for it. I've watched documentaries on it, cringed at it, said, wow, I'm glad I'm not like that anymore. Since 2017, when I actively started to change as a person, okay, I've made a concerted effort to become better, you know, because I love what I do for a living. I don't want to lose that to some nonsense. So I've done my best. I've changed my life. I met a woman who has changed my life as well. A soulmate who I live with and will be with forever. Who we have a great life together here. And we don't want to put anything like that at personal risk. You know, it'd be crazy to do so. You know? So it's just funny because people want to always say things like, again, you're paranoid, or, You know, the real reason is because, you know, you're guilty of everything. No. The real reason is because look at what happens with something so meaningless as a car repair. They fall right into my hands and do exactly as I thought they would. Now imagine if I actually put out something that could actually put me at major risk. Yes, if a financial account, if a phone account, I mean, there's a million things. If any of those things ever were to become at high risk, I mean, just to give you some perspective here, there's something called two-factor authorization, for those who don't know. Here's how it works. You need to sign into a site that's very important to you, all right? So you put your name and password in. Well, you set up two-factor authorization. So now they send a special code to you via, whether it's an email address, a cell phone number, whatever it may be. They send that to you as another level of security to make it authentic and prove that you're who you say you are. So usually that goes through a phone or an email address, all right? The reason this is so important is because there's people who try to break into accounts all the time, especially mine. You know, all the time, this is a constant. If I didn't have two-factor authorization, all my shit would have been messed up years and years ago. Thank God I did it as soon as it was available on all these accounts. Now, can you imagine if I open up this phone, okay, and I show you stuff on the phone to prove innocence for one thing, but based off of that, they now have information they can use to get stuff off my phone. Now, anytime I go for two-factor authorization, they have that data, and now they have access to all my other accounts. Done. That's not paranoia. That's what they're doing. That's what this is. That's what all this is. That's what exactly what they're trying to do. You understand? So, Phil, if you're going to do an interview, you better go on that interview with concrete evidence. No. You know what? You had a chance, because I was considering. I'm being very honest with you all now.
Fuck you. You weren't fucking considering anything, Phil. You fucking laid out the groundwork. You're fucking going to do exactly the same fucking shit you've done on this fucking goddamn podcast here. It's like you just want a fucking bigger stage to goddamn do it. You're not going to fucking bring anything new to the fucking table. It's going to be the same old fucking garbage shite of fucking pretending that we're all fucking making shit up, even though you can't fucking prove a single goddamn thing. You could. Phil could very easily prove things. And he could do it in a safe manner. But he won't do it because he cannot fucking dispute the bank leaks. He cannot dispute the WWE champions. We have gotten to dead to goddamn rights on both counts. This is why, that's what I'm saying. The bank leaks hurt him more than anything else, in my opinion. The bank leaks is what fucking crushed him, because it showed you exactly the fucking kind of spending that was going on. The WWE champions was one of those things where you could have fucking passed off as a fucking, you know, thing here and there, and then you would have fucking had to try and, obviously, WWE champions would have hurt him, you know, on its own a bit, but combined with the bank leaks, you know, the two of them together, those two amazing bits of information together, make up a really concrete story of how irresponsible Phil is with the money he gets given on a daily basis. Phil has nothing he can offer here. There is no out for Phil here. The only way out for Phil Burnell at this fucking point is just to fucking confess. I would have far more respect for this guy if he fucking confessed he has a fucking gambling problem, a gacha gaming problem even. He is obsessed with playing that fucking game, and as I said, consecutively, over 1,700 consecutive days playing that game. You realize how fucking long there's 365 days in a goddamn fucking year. Was a 346? Oh, I made myself something dumb. You get what I'm saying though, and there's 1,700 over 1,700. It's crazy to me how often he plays that fucking game. It's amazing to me just how fucking addicted he is to this fucking one gacha game, and he's invested so much. I say it's invested. He's wasted so much fucking money. When you invest in something, you might get some fucking money back, but no WWE champions. No, there's nothing you get back from that. The time's all gone. The money's all gone. When the fucking game servers go down, even the fucking wrestling JPEGs are all fucking gone.
I was going to do a tell-all interview with someone. I was thinking, gee, I should go to this person perhaps with all this information, present it to them, right? And then we pick and choose what we show, what we don't show. At this point, I'm not going to show a fucking thing. There's no point. Because if I do, these idiots could use it to hurt me.
I mean, Phil, what we have to fucking prove? We know what you do with your fucking money. You know, we know exactly how much you earn. Like, we know how much you earned before. Thanks to the fucking history here, from the bank leak information, from your Twitch payments and your YouTube payments, we know exactly how much you earn each fucking day and every fucking week now. We track your tips. Thanks to Piece of Peace and his amazing work he does. We know how much he gets in tips. We know how much he gets in super chats. We know how much he gets on Patreon. We know how much he gets across all these things. Memberships as well. No, we track his memberships. We track everything. I keep saying we. It's Piece of Peace mainly. He's the one. He's the one that's fucking putting in so much work. I say we because I'm fucking just hopping on, because I fucking love using this spreadsheet so much. You get what I'm saying though? We know how much Phil earns, and because of WWE Champions and tracking what he does on there, we know sometimes how much he spends on particular events. We know where some of that fucking money goes now. We've known before where the fucking money went. We have a fucking track record. We have some. What can Phil do? I mean, what more can we possibly learn? We could learn what Phil has been spending specifically between September 2021 and now. As a possible thing we could learn. Because this is like March 2020 to September 2021. That is technically getting older information. It's technically old, isn't it? It's almost, you could almost consider it outdated information. What more can we learn from Phil Burnell? We've already fucking shown all this evidence. We've proved why it's fucking authentic and genuine and why it should be believed. And Phil, to his part, has done absolutely fucking nothing to discredit it. All he's done is just fucking stamp his wee feet in the ground and go, no, it's all lies, please believe me, fuck off, Phil. You've got nothing.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, US Army 77 for super chat. It says, no, he's just mad that the invoice got leaked now. He can't say the bill more for more, so he could try for more money. I don't think I agree with that, because Phil did say at the time yesterday, when Phil was talking about this, he did say that initially the mechanics wanted $2,000 to include rewiring the car. And Phil said don't include rewiring, how much is it going to be just for the essentials. And Phil did say $1,150. It was actually $1,120, but Phil just rounded up because he loves rounding up rather than down. But you get what I'm saying? So this was not about him trying to fucking beg for more money. At least not in that manner, not in the way you're thinking. Phil did use him having to pay for this as a tool on his streams to try and get more pity money from people. It did not really work. People did not fucking support him the way he wanted to. After fucking telling him all his sob stories as shit, I just went and spent $1,100 getting my car back from the mechanic and from the shop or whatever, blah 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 blah. It did not really work out for Phil Burnell. If you go to the tracker, and I believe this has been updated from last night as well, daily summary, here we go. So yeah, last night, yesterday was the 25th. Phil earned $129 in tips yesterday. Slightly better than the $104 he got the day before. But it still was not a massively well supported stream. He didn't hit any hack goals or whatever, he got the glasses goals only, essentially. The last 4 streams Phil Burnell has had, which has included heavy begging because of the car situation, he's not hit a hack goal once. So, to me, he was using the car that way to try and get some sympathy money from people. Not outright, but you know what I'm saying, he used it as much as he could. And nobody really fucking went for it. But he never at any point seemed to fucking hide how much it was going to be. He never, at no point did Phil try and claim it was going to be like thousands or whatever. He actually gave when we first heard a figure from Phil, it was like 11, you know, it said originally it could have been 2,000, but he got it down to 1,150. Phil, I think the point of this fucking invoice crap is I'm saying, the more I think about it, the more I'm starting to believe Phil leaked it himself. I said, there's been a couple of strange things around Phil lately. The view bots where he fucking just suddenly turned off Balloon would at the same time, bizarrely. You know, and all of a sudden he got gifted all these fucking memberships out of fucking blue, and all those fucking bots could get gifted memberships. Fucking hooray for them. But there was that. There was a thing with Snorlax, which is suspicious as fuck as well, and does not add up. And now there's this. I think I'm starting to really come around to the fact that, to the possibility he could have leaked his own damn invoice on his mod Discord and got one of them to try and spread it to the detractor. Which is kind of bizarre. I don't know. It's also very possible the detractor did try and call it Firestone. We knew where he fucking went. We knew it was fucking Firestone he went to. So it is very possible some detractor did call up and get an invoice as well. I wouldn't put it past some of them.
I'm not going to put my family at risk because someone's slandering me on the internet about a fucking mobile game or some dunce level bullshit. That's not true. I'm not stupid. You know, this is crazy that I have to actually think about this. But I do. This is my life now. Like everything that I did. Seriously. Everything I touch, everything I do, I have to think twice about it. Anyone else on the planet can say, nothing's ever at risk. I'm fine. No worries. Literally everything that I touch, I have to be worried about, is this putting me at risk? Is this exposing me? Is this going to possibly somehow be made public later and it could hurt me? That's fucked up to think about, isn't it? It's really fucked up to think about it. But that's my life now. And there's nothing I can really do about it, man. I gotta do what's best for me and my family. So you absolutely, positively had a chance to actually have me show concrete stuff to disprove what people were going to say on the internet. I used this week as a test. It was just a coincidence this happened. Obviously, I had no idea my car was going to break down. But when it happened, I said, aha, eureka. Here's what we can do. Let's see what happens, because maybe I'll be proven wrong. Maybe the nonsense has calmed down and these people have actually become intelligent and they won't do the horrible thing. They won't commit the crime to a person.
There was no crime committed, Phil, you fucking idiot.
Today me and try to get my personal information. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not. Maybe I am paranoid. They did it faster than I anticipated. I didn't even have to show you the invoice yet, and they had already fucking done it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, there you have it, guys. When these idiots say things like, why doesn't Phil just prove what's wrong, that what we say about him is wrong? I'll tell you why. Number one, because I am innocent until proven guilty. No one has proven a damn thing. All they've done is created conspiracy theory after conspiracy theory. I've seen entire giant chat logs from Discord servers that have, like, my name in them. That's not me. I literally never typed a fucking line on there. So they fabricated...
We know about your mod Discord, for fuck's sake. Phil was pretending he's never in it. This is incredible. Phil was pretending he's never in Discord. He's still maintained to this day that he's never used Discord. No, but he had Discord on his laptop, his computer. No, hang on. Phil is pretending to have never used Discord. I'm pretty certain. I am convinced that he had Discord on his, because, you know, when remember sometimes Phil shows off his desktop, and I'm certain Discord was on there. And if I can try to say it as, talk to my Twitch guy on there or some push. Let's rewind that.
I've seen entire giant chat logs from Discord servers that have, like, my name in them. That's not me. I literally never typed a fucking line on there. So they fabricated, it's like hundreds of hours of work of the shit that they've created. This nonsensical web.
Is he trying to dispute the fact that he's ever been on Discord? Because we know for a fact, we've seen the mod leaks before. He's got a mod Discord. He used it the other day to try and get a mod onto his fucking chat because he wanted to fucking have a mod there to try and control things. Remember, it went and delayed him starting the fucking stream because he didn't have a mod on at the time, so he went on his fucking phone to try and get a mod on. Now, what do you use for that? It's a mod Discord. We know it exists. And is Phil trying to say that it doesn't use? I mean, what the fuck? What an absolute fuck is he talking about? He's just digging a deeper hole for himself here with all the lies he's fucking making.
It's like hundreds of hours of work of the shit that they've created. This nonsensical web that somehow they've spun to create their crazy theories about me that are not true. But it's just so insane that it's gotten to that level. And they think, oh, because Phil doesn't say, doesn't disprove it. No, I'm innocent until proven guilty. You still haven't proven anything. All you've done is just kept reiterating the same conspiracies to the point where now people believe them as fact because they're stupid.
No, I'm not really. I mean, this is what we've done, Phil. This is exactly what we've fucking done, Phil, right? Get ready for this, Phil. We have told you our theories. We've told you our ideas. We presented forward our evidence as to why we think these ideas are concrete and genuine and real. We provided all this kind of evidence for people to fucking take into them, count themselves if they want to believe it or not. Now, it's not just a case of us saying, guys, please believe us because this. We present evidence for people to, and it's up to everyone else watching to choose to believe it or not. Phil fans, fans of Phil Burnell could turn into one of my videos, right, and watch the fucking video of me I made like a half-hour video, like, months and months ago, of me talking about the bank leaks and the origin of the bank leaks, okay? And I went and broke it down, very specifically, bit by bit. Now, of course, the Phil fans could turn up to that and say, I don't believe you. I think you're lying. And well, fair enough, it's up to you. I presented the evidence I have at my disposal. If you don't believe me, that is up to you. But I'm just presenting the evidence that we have. This is why the evidence I have is what it is. If you don't want to believe it, that's all on you. The fact of the matter is, though, most normal people, even bigger YouTubers, these bigger YouTubers with bigger channels, see what we make sometimes as well. They sometimes catch wind of these claims, and sometimes they look into it themselves, and they'll see these fucking points that we're making, and they'll start to fucking think to themselves, this sounds plausible. I'm starting, they'll see the evidence that we're fucking, presenting, and if they decide to believe that, if they choose to believe that, that's on them. I mean, if they want to believe the things that are, of course, we believe what we're fucking saying. I genuinely believe that Phil, the bank leaks are real. I believe the WWE Champions leaks are real. I believe Phil committed bankruptcy fraud. All three of those things I believe are concrete and are absolutely true.
If you believe a conspiracy theory with no hardcore evidence, right? You fucked up. You're an idiot. There's so many of them out there. Now, I'm not saying don't be skeptical and believe everything you're told by the authorities or whatever, right? Even me, you know, you have a right to question things that I say and do. Everyone does. You know, you shouldn't just believe absolutely 100% everything everyone says as honesty and true. Because you know, everyone has a spin on everything. Everyone has a subjective take, right? Not everyone's an objective person. Everyone has a subjective take on everything. You know that. If you're an intelligent person, you know that, all right? But no one has proven anything. And they won't. Do you want to know why they won't? Because it's all false. Don't you think at this point, right? There would have been something. There's nothing. It's just, here's another level of bullshit I created. Here's another level of bullshit that I created on top of the other bullshit. Let's just keep piling the bullshit. And it's now like a skyscraper of bullshit. But if you haven't noticed, I didn't take the bait. I have not given out information that would hurt me because I'm not stupid. So I sit here and I take all this shit and I'm like, whatever. But you know what? I'm able to still operate a business. I'm still safe. I don't have all of our personal information compromised. I don't have people trying to reverse engineer all my accounts and steal them. I don't have, you know what I mean? Last year was scary because there was someone who had access to one of my accounts and basically tried to take a lot of money from me. All right, that's the truth of the matter. Because what they try to say about it is that there's bank leaks and shit. None of that happened. What happened was I had someone who actually tried to take money from me. And
Phil, you always seem to fucking claim you're fucking broke as fuck, right? This was 3 days before your YouTube payday. September 18th, 2021, the bank leaks happened. This is 3 days before your payday from YouTube. And you say you claim to have had $9,000 in the goddamn account found to try and steal. Please, Phil, claim you had $9,000 again. Come on, do it, please.
And luckily for me, all right, I had alerts set up, and also I didn't even have the money.
Oh, no, whoa, the story's changed. The story's changed. In the past, it was like they tried to take 3,000 here, 3,000 here, 3,000 here. That was Phil's words. Phil tried to claim they took $9,000 from fucking him. And now the story's completely changed because Phil's claiming he didn't have fucking him. Jesus fucking Christ. No. Ever's going out of mind as well in chat. He did not have alerts. He said he didn't know. Prophet screaming, that's why we don't need to prove anything. He will change the story. This is it. Phil has changed his... Our story's never changed. Our story and what happened has never fucking changed. We have kept our story consistent and the facts have always been the same. Phil is the one that's continuously, constantly changing the goddamn story. This is incredible. Phil is fucking digging such a deep hole for himself here. We can use his own words throughout the fucking history of him talking about this to fucking debunk him. This is a video just waiting to happen from what so it took Phil Burnell a week to address the bank leaks properly. Okay, it took him a whole goddamn week. By that time, Piece already had the tracker up and running. It took until the 25th of September for Phil to actually properly talk about the bank leaks and come up with some sort of story as to how he could spin it. And he just tried to claim, I'm a victim of identity theft or whatever. Since then, he has talked about it a couple of times now and again. In August, he talked about how they fucking tried to take $9,000 out of his account. And the big question was, the big thing was how the fuck did he have $9,000 just resting in his fucking account for someone to try and take? Yeah. Phil, you have fucked yourself here royally, pal. At least our conspiracies don't ever fucking change. No. Our stories remain constant. We have constantly said how the bank leaks are legitimate. We have explained why the bank leaks are legitimate. Same with W Champions, we've explained why that is legitimate, all the various steps that point towards you as being the person behind that account. The stories never change. It's probably why our stories are usually trusted by the average viewer. Because when we present this evidence, we're not trying to change our stories throughout different fucking other videos or whatever. They don't come back to us fucking like months later and we're telling a completely different take on how the bank leaks are real. It's like, there was nothing to do with Biff after all. It was someone else that fucking, Mission Impossible their way into the fucking bank and hacked into a computer. No, our story's always been the goddamn same. Always the same fucking story, because that is exactly what fucking happened. We tell the fucking story of what fucking happened. We don't fucking try and construct some bizarre fucking lies and come up with a further alternative version, a fourth version, a fifth version, a sixth version of the fucking events that you claim to have been what happened. Phil has retconned so much that he's lost track of what the truth is. Well, the truth is what we fucking say, in my opinion. That is what we believe, because we fucking know that's what happened. But Phil has to fucking tell an alternative truth, and he's losing track of them all. He cannot keep track of his own goddamn lies. I'm rewinding us.
Tried to take a lot of money from me, all right? because I'm not stupid.
Yes,
so
you
I
are.
sit here and I take all their shit, and I'm like, whatever. But you know what? I'm able to still operate a business. I'm still safe. I don't have all of our personal information compromised. I don't have people trying to reverse engineer all my accounts and steal them. I don't have, you know what I mean? Last year was scary because there was someone who had access to one of my accounts and basically tried to take a lot of money from me. All right, that's the truth of the matter. Because what they try to say about it is that there's bank leaks and shit. None of that happened. What happened was I had someone who actually tried to take money from me. And luckily for me, all right, I had alerts set up, and also I didn't even have the money that they were trying to take. I guess they thought I was a liar, and I have tons of money sitting around in my account and stuff. You know, I didn't have the money. It still cost me a lot of time and money to fix because accounts had to be completely closed, new accounts.
I cannot, bro. I cannot. I just can't let him fucking say it. I've got to find it. I've got to find it. Let's see if I can find it. It was August. It was August of the... Here, I think it's this one. It was this one here.
My stream is my place of business. Productions is internet content creation.
Right, listen to this, guys. Listen to this.
Example, but I'll just give you an example from last year. Last year, someone stole my identity. They found a way to get access to a site they shouldn't have had access to. They then decided to take money from me.
He's not trying to say they tried to take money from me. His words right there.
They shouldn't have had access to.
Listen out.
They then decided to take money from me.
They have decided to take money from me. What's next?
Okay? Thousands of dollars.
Oh, he had thousands of dollars just sitting there.
This was not like, you know, we fucked around. $3,000, $3,000, $3,000.
Why would you look at that? He had $9,000 they tried to fucking take off him. 9,000 digitally all they do is that they fucking, that evil motherfucker got into his account and tried to take off him.
It's time to push back. It's time to push back.
One more time.
And they put me on agreements. I don't need to go through every example, but I'll just give you an example from last year. Last year, someone stole my identity. They found a way to get access to a site they shouldn't have had access to. They then decided to take money from me. Okay? Thousands of dollars. This was not like, you know, we fucked around. $3,000, $3,000, $3,000. Oh, fuck. Now I have no money.
Now I have no money. Because they took $3,000, $3,000, $3,000. Seriously. Phil. This was only August. This was the start of August. It wasn't that long ago, really. You cannot remember these lies?
So now I have to contact my financial institution. I have to contact everyone around me. Every account has to be closed. Everything has to be done from scratch. And it took a long time. It took 2 to 3 months of work and extra thousands of dollars to repair the damage that they did. Okay?
By the way, after this, Phil never once mentioned the fucking thing again. You know, he never mentioned the thousands of fucking dollars again. Never. I think he realised he fucked up by trying to drop that in there. Because people went wondering, people didn't just think to themselves, oh, poor Phil had money taken from him. People were wondering to themselves, why the fuck has Phil got $9,000 sitting in his account 3 days before payday? Prophet saying there in chat, he had somebody steal over $40,000 and it took him a few hours on a Monday morning to rectify it. Some banks are pretty good at solving that shit and reversing that shit. Some of them are pretty good. You gotta kind of catch it quick or whatever and get on top of it, I think, but some of them are pretty good at doing that. Phil, you are your own worst enemy. You do this to yourself, pal. You do this to yourself. Let me rewind it, but yeah, you do this to yourself, Phil.
Last year was scary because there was someone who had access to one of my accounts and basically tried to take a lot of money from me. All right, that's the truth of the matter. Because what they try to say about it is that there's bank leaks and shit. None of that happened. What happened was I had someone who actually tried to take money from me. And luckily for me, all right, I had alerts set up, and also I didn't even have the money that they were trying to take. I guess they thought I was a liar, and I have tons of money sitting around in my accounts and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much for US Army 77 for Super Chat. It says the bank leak showed he only had about $150 in the bank. Yes, it was less than that. It was like $143 and something, or whatever it was. Yeah, it was less than $150 anyway. He had the bank. And also, this is just his normal bank account. And he was 3 days away from payday. He just finished his day off. So September the 17th was Phil's day off. The 18th was his first day back from the day off, I believe. So yeah, Phil had basically $150 taking a ride out the rest of a few days until he got paid on 21st. But there you go, from August he claims that $3,000 here, $3,000 here, $3,000 here. All of a sudden Phil was saying he had $9,000. Why? He cannot keep his lies and stories straight. It's incredible. He is his own worst enemy. Phil's own words can be used and will be used against him constantly because he is so fucking bad at maintaining a lie. This is one of the worst retcons I've ever fucking seen from Phil Burnell. This is incredible. MK Cena personally received a limb from DSP for asking how he had 10k stolen if he was always broke. He responded by calling me a moron for not understanding how he could have had that 10k. That sounds like DSP, alright. That's DSP down to a nutshell. You're not allowed to fucking question logic with the things he says. It's not allowed. You're not allowed to question the logic.
You know, I didn't have the money. It still cost me a lot of time and money to fix because accounts had to be completely closed, new accounts had to be open. I had payment arrangements for various different institutions that were voided because I had no money to pay them now. So now everything, I got late fees, violation fees, new calculations had to be done. And by the end of the day, that identity theft that I had last year cost me several $1,000s to fix. You know, and then these idiots say, oh, Phil, you know, it's your own fault you're in financial distress. Well, to some extent, yeah, I'm the one who got me originally in it. But every time things start to go better for me and I get to a point where it looks like things are going to get better, this kind of shit keeps happening and it sets me back again and again and again. Right? So what am I supposed to do? You know, people keep fucking with me. If they would just leave things alone. Here's the thing. People say the thing they hate the most about me is that I'm a beggar on my streams. I just keep asking for my fans for support. Okay? If you would leave me the fuck alone and not do this and not try to fuck with everything that I'm doing, if you would leave me alone, I wouldn't have to do it anymore.
No, you'd still fucking do it because you cannot help yourself but spend so much fucking money on stupid shit like WWE Champions. Bingo, by the way, guys.
I'd be in a position where I don't have money draining out of every orifice because you keep fucking with all the things in my life. Within a few years here, as I've told you, I have a plan. My hope is that eventually my credit gets better and I can do something with my credit that now I can get out of the back debts that I have. Those will be settled. I'll have enough to now keep up on all my monthly stuff every month. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. This is my plan. I do have a plan. I absolutely have a plan. But I need the plan to work, and I can't have it work if at every moment you got an idiot impersonating me over here trying to fuck with me. You got someone doing this, doing that. The things that these people claim they hate to see me do, it's the reason why they abuse me, can't go away if they keep abusing me. You see what I'm saying?
Phil, how does somebody looking at your fucking car invoice make you lose money? You're trying. The points don't fucking correlate together. It's a fucking pointless track comparison. The bank leaks happened. Booth apologised for the fucking effect it had on your account. He did not intend for your account to get closed. He wanted, information, and we certainly got information. But because so many different people got into your account at the same time, obviously it made the account get frozen. Booth was very apologetic for that happening to you. He apologised publicly about it. Obviously you weren't too happy with him in the first place, but yeah, Booth did regret your account getting frozen. Obviously he was fucking responsible for getting into the account in the first place, but he was very sorry that the account got frozen and that also affected you negatively where you had late fees and such. That being said, you fucking lied about what happened afterwards. We know. So, why? So according to Phil Burnell, several different detractors on Kiwi Farms all at the same time lied about getting access to Bank of America's phone system to find out transactional information of all the debits and credits. These phone calls that everyone, I assume we've all heard about it. Secret Limited had examples. He had samples of the phone calls on his top 10 from 2021. So those phone calls are the robotic lady reading out all these fucking transactions, you know. That was Bank of America. That was what Bank of America phone calls were like. And people, you know, were on the phone listening to those transactions, whatever, for just read all these separate different transactions getting read out by some robot lady over and over and over again for an 18-month period. It's fucking incredible that Phil, and he says it's fake because why? Because it hurts him. He has no reason but to say it's fucking fake. Phil cannot disprove the blank leaks because they are legitimate. There is no leg for him to stand on here. There's I mean, there's too many people that actually got access to that fucking account. Otherwise, it's also if everyone fucking concocted the same plan to fucking come up with some sort. No. Everyone heard the fucking phone calls. Robot Lady does not lie. We heard her fucking say all those transactions.
Saying they're creating this vicious cycle, this reciprocant cycle. If they would leave me alone and not fuck with all of this stuff and make me having to blow money on shit and do dumb shit, this would all be better. They won't leave it alone. So in
detractors that have not fucking make you blow money on some dumb shit. Detractors had nothing to do with you fuck your car. Your car broke, nothing to do with detractors. You would have still spent that fucking same amount of money on your car, whether you're getting viewed by detractors or not. So us detractors had nothing to do with what the fuck happened to your car. You have lost no fucking expense because someone accessed your fucking invoice either. Nothing was lost, Phil. As our chargeback shit, I don't personally believe that actually fucking happened. That's one of those fucking things with Starlight saying that is suspicious as hell. In fact, from the drama you've had all this month, you're set to fucking gain thousands of extra fucking dollars because you got a fucking bunch of bots gifted memberships, which you conveniently allowed into your fucking channel to have them accept it. Because you turned off sub-only mode randomly out of the fucking blue for no reason whatsoever. Phil has earned thousands of dollars more than usual due to fucking his own. I don't know if it's Phil's plans or not.
Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Barrett Wells. The super chat says, blaming us for his spending habits, lol. What in the hell kind of cope is this? Exactly. Phil wants to be left alone so he can fucking just spend his fucking money in WWE Champions in peace. The fact of the matter is he gets scrutinised every single fucking time he goes on that goddamn app, and we fucking track every single thing he does in that game. The fact that we know what he does with his money primarily. We know how much he earns roughly, we know how much his bills are roughly. So, we've always got a rough idea of how much money Phil has. Roughly. Every week. Well, every month, say it, so. It's just incredible to me. MK's asking, why would these mentally ill nudniks choose to broke the law just to fake the bank transactions? Because they're not fake. Exactly. One person broke the law, right? We can all agree on that. Biff broke the law. Even Biff himself admits that he says what he did was very illegal. Everyone else that access that information, no. But it's not illegal for anyone else to fucking gain access to that information because one person broke the law. But it's like a some kind of leak from wiki or whatever, those kind of things. I mean, other people are allowed to fucking see the information that comes from it. You know what I mean? But the person that actually gained that information in the first place, they're the ones in the wrong. Phil, this is the thing. The bank leaks are indisputable to me. They're irrefutable. Phil has no leg to stand on. I don't want to bore people of how the bank leaks are. You guys know by now. I've said it so many times how the bank leaks are judgments. And I won't bore you again with step-by-step details. I've done that once already in a stream.
In reality, what it is they like, what they call it, they like to see the train wreck, right? Oh, everyone wants to see the car crash, everyone wants to see the train wreck. So the truth is, the reason we do it is because Phil begs. Wrong. The reason they do it is because they want to see me suffer. That's the...
I don't know. Let me think about that. Well, let me think about that. Is it fun to watch Phil suffer? Kinda, actually, yeah, kinda. Look, Phil is a scheming, manipulative son of a bitch, and karma deserves to smack that bitch about all over the place. So when Phil is suffering, yes, I'm going to smile about it and say, good. I'm glad he's suffering. The king of suffering will suffer. I don't want the guy to actually fucking die or anything, don't get me fucking wrong, Jesus Christ. I don't hate the guy. But Phil is an absolutely horrible little cunt of a person. And when he fucking squirms about in his chair and he's all panicky and he's like near fucking breaking point and he's about to fucking cry because nobody tipped him enough money and he's not sure if he's going to be able to fucking afford his nice meal out the fucking day off or whatever. Yeah, I'm going to fucking laugh at his little misery fucking pity segment. But at the same time, no, it's like highs and lows. Phil has his fucking low moments and his high moments. Recently got gifted so many fucking memberships, which is going to help him significantly next month. So that's going to be a big high for him. Although a low for him will be fucking next month when it all comes crashing back down to earth, and he'll go back to the fucking 500 members or something.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, yeah boy, for Super Chat, who says, let's say the leaks are false, and he doesn't drink, and WWE doesn't exist, well, WWE Champions doesn't exist. How could he afford everything pre-bankruptcy and can't now with the same income? It's not really the same income, yeah boy, to be fair. It's not much different, but it's not the same. And I'll try and show you very quickly, okay? These days he's earning about $9,000 to $10,000 a month on YouTube, give or take. You know, it's kind of average, $9,000 to $10,000 a month. On, you know, we can agree with that. You know, look at that. Tips and YouTube revenue combined, $9,000 to $10,000 overall. That's a very fair. It's a very fair estimate, you know. When he was on Twitch though, and this is also this will include. So he used to be on Twitch, of course, and hang on. Where? So hang on, two seconds. I think I want this. 2 seconds. No, I want the bank leaks. Sorry, I think that's what I want. Twitch. Here we go. Here's our Twitch money. So $10,000 alone from. In fact, that's actually everything I want. So Phil was on Twitch before, obviously, and he gained like silly money at times on there. You can see the breakdown here, of the figures here. He stopped getting Twitch money round about this time, and you can see the impact it had on him. Phil was getting between $10,000, $11,000, $12,000, sometimes $13,000 a month for a combination of, you know, Twitch, YouTube, and Patreon, or whatever. Losing Twitch did hurt him because he had so many gifted memberships on there as well. So many people helped him significantly on there. So March 2020 to June 2021, that's $200,000 in income. Which works out per month, $12,000 odd. Almost $13,000 odd. That's what I'm saying though. Then they fucking went off, Twitch was gone. Twitch was suddenly history, and Phil had to fucking put effort into YouTube again. So yeah, it's not exactly the same, yeah boy, you know what I'm saying? It's not far, it's not a huge world. I guess month by month it does actually make an impact. And yeah boy saying, yeah, exactly, he had thousands of dollars a month in loans and credit cards. He stopped paying his mortgage. That is nowhere near what the drop was, and he still begged on Twitch. Oh yeah, but Phil likes to beg. Keep in mind he was still massively playing WWE Champions, so you got to keep in mind. So March 20, so keep in mind, March 20, so this is March, well, this is the start of the backlinks essentially, so March 2020 up to, September 2021. If you go to the backlinks and see what he's spending per month on microtransactions, for March is 1,373. April, 4,410. May, almost $2,000. June, 1,600. July, only 681. August, 1,139. September, 1,811. Almost 4,000 in October 2020. So I'm saying sometimes he went crazy with his spending. And I think you can tell the times he actually got a lot of money in that month from Twitch and YouTube combined, however. Because around about Christmas time, whatever it is, when he actually gets more money anyway. And you can see the fucking spending, the microtransactions goes up, the fucking better off he is at those months. Chris Danks has a theory. He says all this is a quickly created plan to cover up for his bot use and the member fraud. He came up with his plan. It backfired him, and this dishwasher and car thing is bullshit. It might be, who knows? Yeah, your boy's saying, I guess what I'm getting at, even if the leaks are straight lies and all the gacha pools aren't happening, something doesn't add up. He has no ground to stand on. Besides, this is why people are questioning where the fuck the money was going in the first place. Before the back release, we had no idea. Obviously, we had suspicions where the money could be going, but nobody had a fucking clue where the money was going. Nothing, no concrete answer anyway. The one huge question when it came to Phil Burnell was he got his bankruptcy. The bankruptcy was approved. The credit card debt's all gone, and yet he's still begging extremely hard. He got his bankruptcy in about April of 2021, I believe. So there's a 5-month period there where Phil was still begging profusely for fucking help and support. People are wondering why, what the fuck's going on? And it's like, why is he still so fucking hard up? Why is he so desperate for fucking money? And the track as you show, I mean, so let's see. Microtransactions, what's I'm saying? March. When he stopped paying for shit, you can tell things ramped up massively in microtransactions. So January, 1,800, so almost 2,000. February, over 2,000. March, over $4,500 spent in microtransactions. April, over 2,000. May, over $6,000. Microtransactions in May. So this is a month after his bankruptcy. 1 month after Phil's bankruptcy was approved. He spent $6,000 on microtransactions. $6,000 Phil spent on microtransactions like a month after his bankruptcy was approved. Where's that extra money gone? There's your fucking answer. There's where that fucking extra money went. Even the fucking following month, June, 3.5, almost over $3,000. Jesus fucking Christ, that's what. For fuck's sake, Phil. Any extra money Phil has, he will blow, usually in that fucking game. Major Awesome, yes, those numbers are real, actually real. These are from the bank leaks.
The truth. They're doing it because they want to see Darkside Phil Burnell, suffer. They like seeing me squirm. They like seeing me in pain. They are fucked up sociopaths. That's why these people do these things and say the things that they do. They do it for personal gain, and they get personal enjoyment out of it. There's no crusade against Darkside Phil to say, oh, he's doing something wrong, that's why we're punishing him.
I believe Phil broke the law, and I want to see the law applied here. Is that wrong? I think Phil defrauded his own government, his own country. I think he lied in his bankruptcy, and I think he passed off the gacha game and personal hobby as a business expense, which is wrong. Now, I'm not an American citizen, so I don't think I can do much about it, you know what I mean? But you think an American citizen who sees a fellow American citizen commit such a grievous crime and brag about it and not sit and try and claim it's false. If I was an American, I don't think I'd be able to stand for seeing this slimy motherfucker fake a bankruptcy, you know, shit, and scam his own country like that. Where he should be paying his dues, especially when he earns 6 figures a year. It's one thing, you hear all the time about these fucking massively wealthy bastards get away with not paying their fucking dues. They squirm the way of fucking paying what they owe, so due to some sort of strange fucking loopholes in the system, not shit. But here's Phil Burnell, Mr. Moneybags himself, man, earning 6 figures a fucking year easily. And he's refusing to fucking own up to his fucking debts, not shit, and he managed to get a bankruptcy approved, even though he really should not have got it approved. Prophet says, well, for a public service, we report on Phil to make sure people are aware enough to give us con man money. Precisely. I mean, people can fucking spend money how they fucking wish, but it's up. I mean, it's in our fucking power to fucking warn you. We've got to warn you, you guys. You give Phil Burnell money, he's probably going to fucking blow it in the way champion. Just a fucking floor warning. If you're happy with that, then go ahead.
They just like the punishment. They like the idea that the things they do are anonymous, they can't get in trouble for them, and then they get away with it scot-free while they get to see me be suffering here in real life. All right? That's the reason. That is the true diagnosis of what's happened with me on the internet over the last 10 years since This Is How You Don't Play started. At first, it became a joke about how bad Phil's gameplay is, but then it became, oh shit, we get a lot of pleasure out of seeing that guy suffer. Let's keep it up. Let's dox him. Let's swat him. Let's DDoS attack him. Let's hit him with false copyright strikes. Let's completely harass him and all of his family members up, down, left, and all around. Let's fabricate a million conspiracy theories and stories about the man until he breaks. And then one day he's going to be on stream, he's going to break down, he's going to cry, and we're going to laugh.
Oh, we got an extreme close-up, look at that. It's not in a card, but there you go. Guys, actually, that's a good pause screen. You got small Phil inside big Phil's head. That's a really well-timed pause, I think. Hang on. Small Phil exists in big Phil's head. Jesus Christ. Guys, do we enjoy seeing Phil suffer? Kinda. I think we do. But he's an arsehole. This guy deserves to fucking suffer. He deserves to face the consequences of his actions of being a fucking criminal. Phil Burnell is a criminal. He defrauded his own nation. I will maintain that point a long time. It brings it on himself. He does it to himself. Anyway, that's not fucking pause, and you guys got your fucking screenshots if you wanted to. Now you fucking go. Let's see what Phil's going to say.
I'm not going to break down. I'm still here. I will be here for as long as I desire to be. All right? None of this is going to change because of you. You have no power over me whatsoever. Because the things you say are wrong. They're false. If they were true, something at some point would have been proven and happened. Nothing has. It's the same bullshit you say about me every day. Because you have nothing. You made it all up. Like I said, maybe a nugget of truth. You're never going to get me to stop doing what I love and do meaningful content for the audience that I have a great relationship with. This is too...
He said meaningful. Kill that bastard.
It's too much to me. It means too much to people all over the world. Even as small time as I am now compared to how I used to be, and you think, oh, look at the success we've had running him off the internet. I'm still here and I'm never going away unless I choose to do it. Maybe you can get someone else off the internet if you try, if you're really resilient. But DSP Darkside Phil is not going anywhere because of you. This shit doesn't scare me. This shit is exactly what I expected. You fell for the trap, you proved my point, and now I know that if I do a tell-all interview, I just can't show anything concrete because of that. That now is my actual justification for saying there's too much risk involved because of what these people have done to me.
That fucking works out for us. It means people can... Phil's not going to fucking try and, prove his innocence because he can't. So what's the fucking alternative for people? They look at the fucking evidence we provide. We actually show... We actually see, we provide all the fucking details as to why Phil Bonnell is doing these fucking things, and if people want to fucking believe it, that's on them. But at least we fucking provide evidence, Phil. We provide evidence as to fucking why you're doing the things we say you're doing. You refuse to fucking stand up for yourself. You just fucking plant your hoofs into the fucking ground and say, no, I'm not going to fucking show evidence. You guys will just need to fucking accept my word and believe me, or else. People can choose to believe what they fucking want, but at least we have fucking evidence on our side. We have fucking reasons for our fucking, arguments. And our fucking arguments are also consistent, Phil. I am very tempted to do a video tomorrow how to know a Times Phil story has fucking changed about the fucking bank leaks. Because it went from someone who fucking gained access to his account and he had no idea what was going on, to all of a sudden he apparently had two-factor authentication or whatever the fuck it was. He didn't have it set up at the time. It's just so many fucking strange deviances to his fucking story, and he keeps changing. He keeps changing his goddamn story. Prophet says he's using this as an excuse as to why he doesn't want to do a tell-all interview. He can't find anyone to do an interview now, so now he has to excuse as an excuse as to why he shouldn't do it. It's quite possible. It's quite possible.
Congratulations. You screwed yourself.
No, we didn't. Phil, what would we have gained from you fucking providing evidence? Nothing, because you don't fucking provide evidence. Phil, you cannot fucking provide evidence. You cannot debunk the truth. Phil was trying to fucking say, oh, fuck, it's on us because he can't debunk the truth now. The truth is already on our side, pal. What would you have fucking done? Look, if Phil was ever able to fucking prove us wrong, I'll hold my hands up and admit it happily. I fucking said that to you time and time. I even said it to him. I said it to Phil. I will hold my hands up and admit fucking I was wrong. Phil is never going to be able to fucking disprove us because how can you debunk the truth? It's as simple as that.
Like how years ago, my wife used to like to try to show up on the streams and wanted to be a part of things, and you harassed her on my Halloween stream and made her feel like shit, like human garbage.
Yeah. Money. Oh, money. Yeah. Money.
Thank you very much for the super chat. Anders Packer says, Cobbs? I don't know what Cobbs. Cobbs really think he makes chi balls, and I still think he's less delusional and piggy. I don't know. Oh, King Cobra. Okay, thank you very much, Craig Lake, for translating that. So King Cobra really thinks he makes chi balls, and I still think he's less delusional and piggy. Okay, thank you very much. See, I've seen bits and pieces of King Cobra, you know what I'm saying? He's a freaky looking fucker, isn't he? Jesus Christ. I've seen bits and pieces of King Cobra. It's like, who's Phil trying to convince at this fucking point in time? Is Phil trying to convince his fans? Is he trying to convince himself? Is he trying to convince us? It's hard to fucking tell who he's trying to fucking convince these days. He seems to firmly believe it himself, and maybe he's trying to fucking convince himself if he says it enough. And now he's fucking... No, he dragged his wife onto his stream. She clearly was... Like, there's... Every single time Kat's been on fucking stream with Phil, she's never looked fucking comfortable. She looked like she didn't want to be there the whole fucking time. She was never fucking happy being a part of your fucking content, Phil. And no fucking point in time did she look like she was fucking happy being there. That is your fucking fault for assuming that she would have wanted to be fucking there, part of your fucking content, when she didn't want a thing to do with it. Every single time she was there, she looked like a fucking goddamn prisoner in some sort of hostage video, for fuck's sake.
There's too much risk involved because of what these people have done to me. Congratulations. You screwed yourself. Much like how years ago, my wife used to like to try to show up on the streams and wanted to be a part of things, and you harassed her on my Halloween stream and made her feel like shit, like human garbage. Since then, which has been now 4 years, she hasn't appeared in a piece of my content, all right? Very well justified, too. And everyone wants to say, oh, it wasn't so bad. It was horrible. It was insanely bad, the things that were said and done on that stream, even with mods and everything. You know, there's not much you could do to shut it down. And now these people, ever since that day, say, oh, it's a shame that Kat's not in Phil's content anymore. You're the reason. You fucked it up. Not me, not her, you. Because if you didn't do that, she probably would have been in my content a lot more. We might have done co-op playthroughs. We might have done co-commentary on things. We might have done special vlogs together for the holidays and other things. Like I said, we were actually talking about doing cooking with the king and queen, where it was more going to be her cooking and me just helping and doing a whole series like this. You actually screwed yourselves out of the content you wanted by harassment. So congratulations. You just did it again. You fell for my bait, and now you've proven that you will never give up, and you're going to, even as little and meaningless as that piece of information was about my car repair, you shot yourself in the foot, and you ruined any chance of ever getting anything out of me. And you have no one to blame but yourself. So whoever did that, if it was one person, if it was multiple people, I want you to look in the fucking mirror right now. Or since you probably don't own a mirror, you probably have a phone, all right? Open your camera, turn on the selfie mode, and take a picture of yourself and stare at the dumbest motherfucker on the planet. Because you fucked it up. I was legitimately considering doing a tell-all interview with someone and actually showing concrete information to show my innocence. But because of you, the dumbest motherfucker on the planet, I'm not doing that anymore. It's too risky.
I really shouldn't laugh, but when Phil was talking about looking at a fucking mirror, I just see somebody in chat called Sausage in the Mirror. I just cannot help but think that's a fucking incredible coincidence. So as soon as Phil talks about fucking a mirror, there's Sausage in the Mirror popping up saying unhinged. Fucking the timing of that fucking username, I saw it. Jesus Christ, thank you very much for popping in Sausage in the Mirror. I do appreciate you being here right for that fucking moment. But thank you for the laugh.
I mean, holy shit, you're dumb. I can't imagine someone being more stupid. Because you could have had it all. You could have had stuff to work with. You could have created a whole new line of conspiracy theories. Instead of having to repeat the same ones over and over like you do on a daily basis, you would have had all new shit to work with, I'm sure. And you fucked it up for yourself because you're so dumb. Man, that's incredible stupidity. Congratulations. You win the Dummy of the Decade award. I can't believe how dumb you are. Significant stupidity there. So there you have it. So why is this story creepy? Because I now know that literally any little piece of meaningless information that I give anyone on the internet is going to be used to try to get shit about me and hurt me. So now I'm just not going to give you anything anymore. It's done, you know? Like I said, if I happen to have a day when I'm late to stream, I'm just not going to tell you what it is anymore. I'm just, sorry I was late, you know, personal shit. And that's it. Because even something as silly as this can explode into something insanely negative, all right? If there was something going on here with where I really need help, like I said, if I was in a situation where I couldn't even pay for this, right? What if I hadn't gotten paid by YouTube last week and I had no money to even afford getting my car back? Yeah, then I would tell you, and we would do in a special event, whatever if I need help from the viewers. But thankfully, that wasn't the situation. The problem now is I need to have several good weeks to essentially make up for the fact that I just dropped $1,000 I wasn't planning on spending to even afford my basic shit around here. So I'm hoping for great support and good stuff coming with the new releases and everything. But you know, that's it. This was it. My test worked. I was 100% successful, proved my point. Thank you for corroborating everything I've been saying over the years about your level of obsession. You proved how crazy you are. Now I don't even have to justify anymore the fact that, you know, that I don't have to show you anything because people are like, oh, you're paranoid. No, I'm not. You just actually proved it because you're so fucking dumb.
Well, that argument makes zero fucking sense. I'm losing brain cells trying to comprehend your fucking argument. You just can't prove the truth. The truth is, this is legitimate, and you can't debunk it, so you just fucking don't do anything about it. Okay, fair enough. If people want to fucking believe us, they fucking want to. I mean, people have believed the fucking claims I'm making before because of the arguments we fucking presented. So, yeah, if Phil doesn't want to try and debunk it, then okay, fair enough. People just believe what they fucking want to believe, but well, at least we know the fucking truth, and at least most of fucking YouTube know the truth. Even these bigger YouTubers that do fucking compilations including Phil, at least they fucking know the truth as well. Prophet says, wait, what? Phil said all YouTube money was gone to bills. That's fucking news to me. That's fucking news to me. I thought the tips helped towards the fucking bills because I get like 5k a fucking month.
Okay. Open my window a little bit here. I want some natural light. Maybe I get sun. What was that? Little dumpster. Oh, great. I mean, noise. All right. All right, everyone. So, I knew the podcast would go late. I'm going to do shout-outs now, and I apologize the podcast ran late, but I knew having to explain all of this, it was going to do that. There's not much I could do about that when I'm trying to tell a story about something so fucked up as this. And I apologize for that, obviously. But, you know, it's life. Here we go. Lower the level of saturation so I don't look like I'm about to explode. That's much better. Okay. Let's get the shout-out, shall we? Okay, so on the YouTube side of things, BHS did a super chat, says, give him hell, show him the power of the dark side. I don't know, when people say that, that's funny because, you know, it's just funny because I'm not into Star Wars. Everyone always thought Dark Side was a Star Wars thing, and it never was. So thank you for the super chat. Soul Potato.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Anders Pack, for his over chat. It says, I just cannot. Take care and stay sane, everyone. Anders Pack is fucking off out of here, pal. Good. Well, good luck, pal. Just, you know, have fun escaping fucking Phil's nonsensical fucking rambling. I have a headache listening to Phil right now, Jesus Christ. I cannot actually wait for the fucking show to end so I can fucking grab a nice cold drink and relax from having to fucking hear his pig-splaining. My head is a bit fried trying to comprehend all his fucking constant lying. This is so much never-ending fucking lying and retconning of a situation that we know he is lying about. It's just fucking blowing my goddamn mind. But have a good night, Anders Pack. Hope you're doing well.
Oh, we up to membership for 11 months. I say, Phil, how you doing? You know, I'm doing good. Now that I got that whole story out there, I'm doing good. I'm gonna have a nice day, fun day of gameplay streaming with all of you. I think it should be a fun, solid day of good stuff here. I'm very excited for that. And, I'm very excited for that. And I'm very excited for the new releases coming, you know, this Friday. They're going to be good. I get the feeling, you know, it's going to be really the start of the games that people really want to see, and we're going to have a lot of fun playing and experimenting with. So, yeah, I'm pumped. I hope you guys are pumped, too. Good stuff coming up. Thank you, Soul Potato. And, BHS just did a super chat. He said, I think you're interesting. Consider not getting hung up on facts. Just roll with it. Well, I mean, we already talked about everything. I'm not even going to comment again. Like I said, this whole car thing is done now. I have my car back. I know I got ripped off. I'm not stupid. But I needed the car back as soon as possible, so that's why I kind of had to do what I did, paid what I paid. You know, in the future, for car repairs, obviously I'm going to go somewhere else and try to get, you know, even if it means going much further away, towing the car further, if I can save, you know, hundreds of dollars, it'll be worth it. There's absolutely no reason to go back there now that I know that's how they're going to be. You know, and that's that. This all is done now. Seriously, officially, the whole situation's over with. I used it to my advantage to prove my point, 100% successful. And, now I know, as I'm talking to these people and fielding offers for an interview, I know exactly how to go back with them and talk to them about this. Okay? So, there you have it. Okay, so Go Team Venture, re-up this membership for 7 months, a spooky story for a spooky season. I know, the problem is there's a difference between, oh, here's a spooky story of the supernatural, which probably isn't true. This is 100% true. This is 100% a fucked up situation that I'm in my life, where I now have to be so paranoid about everything I do, because these people want to mess with me at every making moment, every movement I make. You know, it's scary. It's way more scary, you see? All right, now let's swing over to the tip side of things. Our first tip of the day, hold on a second here, is an anonymous $10 tip. Someone says, have a good stream, bro. Keep your head up. Thank you very much for the anonymous $10 tip. Or you did not put your name in the tip, so I have nothing to shout out there. So just a quick reminder to everyone how this works. If you're going to tip me today, which I would very much appreciate, yes, it absolutely would help right now with everything going on. You need to include your name that you want to be called in the tip. Okay? You absolutely need to do that. Because if you don't, I don't know what to call you. So I need to know your name so that way, you know, I know exactly what to call you and the like. Okay? There we go. Okay. Shout out to...
Shut up, bitch!
An anonymous tipper tipped me $3. Says there's a Threes Company episode where Janet, I guess one of the characters on the show, buys a bottle of wine, and Jack, who I guess is another character on the show, responds by saying the only people that can afford a bottle like that are kings, millionaires, and auto mechanics. This aired all the way back in 1980, but, you know, based on your story and this quote that you just showed, it seems like that still holds up. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. I got a bad battery. let's replace all the wiring in your car for $2,000. Well, that sounds like just a splendid idea, doesn't it? That's just a real genuine business over there. Great. Okay. Let's see here. So first of all, Sniper No Sniping tipped me $1. Yesterday, Sniper No Sniping said that if I showed my invoice for the car repair, that they would actually pay for it. They outright said that. They said if you show the invoice for your car repair, I will pay for your entire car repair. I showed you the invoice, and on top of that, there's already corroboration on the internet it's real because someone else stole my identity to get the copy of the invoice and post it on the internet. So Sniper No Sniping, you now owe me $1,120.81. But how about this? I'll give you a discount. You don't have to pay the state tax. You only have to pay $1,017.99. All right, that's it. I'll give you the big state discount. All right. So thank you very much. I appreciate that offer yesterday. I will take you up on that offer, and I'm expecting that tip to come through because you are, of course, a man or woman of your word. Correct? I mean, of course, everything that everyone says on the internet is true. We all know that from what my detractors say. So obviously, this guy kept his word, and I'll expect that coming through today, and that would help a lot. Thank you very much in advance. Now, here's what they have to say. No disrespect, but you say certain things said about your conspiracy theories make up. Yes, some channels take your stuff out of context, but that's for comedy. Other channels take your words straight up for your streams to debunk what you say. They also bring up your old videos to use to prove certain things. Literally, what you just said is meaningless. Literally, what you just said is meaningless because you made a general statement. General statements are not a statement of anything. If you had said, here's a situation where one thing happened, but then it was proven the other way or whatever. Great. You didn't do that. What you did is you said a generalized statement. It means absolutely nothing. You've wasted your time. But thanks for the $1,000 that's coming. I really appreciate that. What did he say? He said that basically I contradict myself on my own streams and people have pointed this out, even though that has nothing to do with what we're even talking about right now. Okay? Okay. Then I got, let's see here, a $5 tip. Let's take a look at this one. Gokai Silver just tipped me a $5 tip, and he says, have a good stream. Thank you to Gokai Silver for a $5 tip. Here's your animation. I appreciate that support. And then we've got... Oh, see, I don't even know this one. Someone took the $1.20 and said, once didn't someone call your marriage certificate place? I don't know, because again, most of the stuff that happens to me is posted up on places like Kiwi Farms or other places. I don't pay attention to it. All I know is what people tell me or send me. So to my knowledge, at least if what they said was true, all right, what ended up happening was, you know, Kat and I got married and came back and it was a surprise. We didn't tell you guys ahead of time that we were getting married when we visited Connecticut in 2019, just for reasons like this. We were afraid.
Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Brad Burnham, for Super Chat. It says, I'm angry. Have some money. Oh, thank you for the money, but guys, as annoying as Phil is, as much as he fucking winds up, we've always got to remember one simple fact that makes, you know, it kind of puts everything in perspective. As annoying as Phil is, as much as he kind of makes a blood boil sometimes with his stupidity and his retconning and his lies and that shit, at least we are not him. Imagine how tiring the existence it would be to be Phil Burnell. To fucking obviously have to fucking constantly fucking, you've got to constantly fucking think of lies and ways to deceive people that are supporting you. And you've got to fucking, he's got to fucking forgo having a conscience and all that shit to fucking think, I don't mind lying to these fucking people if I can get their fucking money. Jesus Christ, man, I'd feel fucking shitty if I was Phil Burnell fucking living the kind of life he's fucking living. I would feel like an absolute fucking, bottom feeding piece of shit. Jesus Christ, so at least we're not Phil Burnell. The life that he has is a horrible little fucking life. Look at the fucking state of him. The motherfucker barely sees a fucking sun. He's a fucking hermit. He's a goddamn ghoul. Pasty ass bitch. Jesus Christ. But this is what I'm saying though. Phil should be living an extravagant, comfortable lifestyle, but he's not, and that's all his own fucking fault. As much as he fucking wishes he can blame anyone else, he's easily got himself to fucking blame. No one else. He pisses away his money very fucking easily. His life is shit because of that. It's not because of us, not because of fucking, bankruptcy, not because of the sun being out all the fucking night. Him in his own fucking stupid, irresponsible ways with his fucking spending money, especially on stupid shit like WWE Champions. That is the sole reason for his life being fucking crap right now, and him having to lie through his fucking teeth, trying his best to fucking think, come up with some sort of strange ass narrative as to why he is right and we are wrong. But yeah, thank you very much for Super Chat, Brad Burnham, but as annoying as Phil is, you just got to remember, just kind of find your centre, you know what I mean? Get all nice and zen and chill, and just remember, at least we're not Phil Burnell.
Afraid that someone would actually try to do something really messed up and hurt us or our families while we were there getting married. So we didn't explain anything until we got back. When we got back, then we told the whole story. I showed some photos and things like that. So I guess the first thing that happened is someone called the marriage office in Connecticut to try to get information to verify that it was real that we were married, even though it doesn't matter. Right? Like, who would care? But like, why would you even lie about being married? What a dumb thing to do or say. So dumb, right? But I guess what they did is they tried to impersonate someone, because they weren't just going to give that information out. They tried to impersonate someone, whether it was me or Kat, I don't know, and try to get a copy of the certificate or whatever. I don't know if it's public record or not, but there was some kind of identity theft there. But for the other half of it was that I guess at one point they actually tried to call or email or something and impersonate one of us and actually get the process to say we wanted a divorce. Like, they started to file divorce papers. Now, I don't know how much you guys know about how the law works, but you can't do anything legal without someone verifying your identity fully first. And that's not just, oh, I know some basic information like your name or address. Like, you actually have to be there in person to verify you're real, a driver's license, a social security card, among many other things. Like, they have to verify. And a lot of the times with these things, you have to have what's called a notary public to be there to prove that it's a legal document you're signing that's real. So not only do they have to verify your identity, then they're stamping their own seal of approval saying, I verified this person's identity in order to verify that it was real. So there's absolutely no way anyone could do fake legal papers, because they could maybe start the initial process, but they would never get past that small initial process. It would get held up and say, well, prove who you are. And of course, they're never going to be able to do that. But just the fact that they tried to do that is just insanity, You know what I'm saying? Okay. Got another tip. Well, tips are...
Heather P pointing out that marriage licenses are public record, so contrary to what Phil says, that is not identity theft either. Phil even said he's not sure if it's public record or not, but that's another example of identity theft. No, if it's public record, it's not identity theft, Phil. He's just talking about yourself. You cannot just fucking say whether it's public, whether it's public, publicly available or not, public record or not, it's identity theft. If it wasn't publicly available, it would be identity theft in some capacity, but no, you're fucking dumb bastard, man. According to Phil, everything's illegal if it happens to him. Prophet says the marriage license is public record. Anyone can see it. Prophet just basically confirmed what Heather said. The marriage license is public record. Anyone can fucking see it, Phil.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to US Army 77 for super chat. It says, I would love that tip out. I would love to tip him the money, then right away charge. Okay. I see what you're saying. Sorry. The US Army is saying I'd love to tip him money and then charge it right back straight away. That's playing with fire. I would say that's playing with fire. that's like dangerous territory just to fucking mess with Phil like that, because he does win. I'm pretty confident Phil wins some of them. Phil used to claim he never lost any chargebacks, which wasn't true. He lost some naturally, but nah. I wouldn't even waste the time giving him a fucking email address and all that shit. Just giving him nah. Pig does not deserve any troll tips whatsoever, man. He gets far too much in troll tips anyway. There's a chance he could keep the money anyway. So that's no pain. But by the way, random off topic tangent, by the way. But US Army, send us an email, would you? Or send us a tweet on Twitter if you're on Twitter. I want to talk to you about something which is randomly off topic to this, where we're big stuff, but it's something I think you might be interested in. So try and contact me some way, US Army, because I've got something I want to talk to you about, pal. I have no other way of trying to talk to you other than through here, because I have no idea who you are on Twitter or what your email is or anything. But random, I know. But try and get in touch with me if you can, in some capacity, whether it's Discord or email or Twitter or whatever. Just put it out there. I've got a wee something to run by you. But thank you very much for super chat.
They're rolling in. Gamer guy tipped me $1. He says, this is a shame. Co-op playthroughs between you and Kat would have been wholesome. I agree. And at one point, we were speaking about doing things like that, games that we were interested in probably playing together. Like I said, one thing we were definitely interested in was periodically doing like Q&A shows where we would appear together and answer questions about ourselves, our relationship, our history as gamers, basically kind of getting to know my wife. This was something we were interested in doing. We originally had done a few, remember? When she had first moved in with me that year, 2018, we did maybe 2 or 3 videos like that. And then the Halloween marathon happened. And then that was the end of that. That was literally just the end of it, because people were so disgusting on that marathon. That was the end of any chance of us ever doing anything like that ever again. And now to this day, she does the same thing. Like, why? Here's the thing. Whenever you give a tiny piece of anything, they run with it and blow it up to something crazy. So why have her come on stream when immediately her looks, anything she says or does, her mannerisms, oh my God, Phil has her hostage. Look, you can tell her legs are tied up off camera. You know? And you know, as stupid as that sounds, why put yourself through it? Why? It's not like we don't have a stressful life outside of that. We do. I've shared some of that with you financially. We're struggling. You know, she has tons of stressful things that happen in her in our life together. That's you know from her job and stuff. Why on earth do we have to extra stress? Oh, I want some extra stress today. Let's just add it some more on there, right? So no, you know, that's why we don't do that. It's just stupid. These people shot themselves in the foot 4 years ago doing what they did, and now here we are 4 years later, and they literally with this whole car repair fiasco did exactly the same thing. Thanks. Thank you for justifying my actions moving forward. I now know how to proceed thanks to the level of insanity that you have. I now know how to protect myself and my family. Thanks for showing me. Because I very well might have actually gone ahead and gone on one of these interviews and showed something that would have actually hurt everyone. And I would have been the worst thing I ever did in my life, and I know never to do that. Thanks. Okay, that is it, guys. The good news is I really don't have to go on a break or use the restroom or anything today. I can jump kind of right into content today, gameplay. So thank you so much for listening. I know this was a very long podcast. Thanks to those who've already supported with any kind of support. I really appreciate that. We're going to jump into Plague Tale Requiem right now. We're actually in a narrative part of the game where it's kind of like the calm before the storm. But you absolutely feel like something bad is about to happen. So if you like horror, you like dark twists, it's coming. It's definitely coming, okay? I'm excited for today, for a great chill day of gameplay. This whole situation now is in the past. I'm glad I got it off my chest and we're good and we can move forward positively, especially with the new stuff coming on Friday. I'm very excited for it. All right, guys? All right, thank you so very much. Thanks for a great podcast. I hope everyone enjoyed it. I just got a tip. I swear they do this on purpose. He's adjourning the podcast. Listen to the tip. Really? That I don't remember. I just got a tip from Michael, and he said, remember when you posted up on your Instagram a picture of a Wahlburgers, and you asked if it was any good? Your trolls went crazy. No, I didn't know that happened. I actually remember posting the picture. That was when I was in Connecticut to visit my parents and get married. We were at one of the local malls, and I noticed that one of the restaurants that used to be like a restaurant went out of business and became a Wahlburgers. So I asked everyone if it was any good. I had no idea people went crazy over it. Who knows, right? Okay, guys, thanks. Let's end the show. Are those the landscapers? I forgot it was Wednesday. I guess I'm going to close the window. And let's jump into a fun gameplay stream. Thank you all.
Is he not going to fucking do a jump scare? Profit, we will go live after bingo. We're nearly finished with bingo anyway, you know what I mean? So we will definitely go live once the bingo ends. We won't forget about that. Wait, where's the jump scare? Where's the fucking weird jump scare? Yeah, he's going to do it here, I think.
I feel like I'm forgetting something.
Yeah, he's going to do it here.
Oh, yeah, happy Halloween.
Yep, he's going to do it right here.
Halloween.
Yeah.
Clicked again. That's 2 days in a row I fucked it up. I was doing so good this month, and that's 2 days in a row that I fucked it up. Shit.
Dumb bastard.
Dude. Shit.
Stupid dick.
All right, let's end. Oh, the landscapers are coming. We got to get out of here. Let's end the show. Holy shit. All right, you can hear those landscapers outside, right? They're rooming. I got to close my window. Let's.
I am tempted to tick soundboard because it had that screaming thing. It wasn't really a soundboard. It wasn't his little fucking box that he fucking uses to play. But it did have a sound effect happen with that little scream thing. Should I count it, guys? Is it worth counting, or does it not count because it's not a little sound box?
Let's change the camera size here.
We can do here the landscapers. Fuck me.
There we go. Let me close the window because it's getting louder and louder, ominously louder.
Go on, Phil. Yell at them.
And I hate to say it, I probably got to close the blinds too because the sun's coming out now. God damn it.
Still loud as shit.
This is why I really like the cloudy days, because when it's cloudy outside, we can get lots of good natural light in here, and basically, you know, it looks. Here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go saturation back up to what it's supposed to be so I look human again. There we go, right? The camera is saying it should be around here, which is too pink, so I'll down the saturation just a little bit, like there. That's good. Yeah, that's pretty good, right? That looks good. I think I could actually fix the contrast too. But yeah, when it's cloudy outside.
I need to fuck up, Phil.
I'm able to, there, the brightness is good now. I'm able to have natural light in here, and it looks good, and everything's fine. But when there's any kind of sun kind of coming through the window, right? It sucks because what ends up happening is the camera just goes crazy. Anytime the sun even comes out, excuse me, the camera just goes nuts and fucks everything up. So now I have to lower the contrast again because the sun, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it like that. Okay. All right, really quickly. I just want to, check on everything here. Hold on.
He's checking his phone. He's checking his phone for things. He's just checking his phone randomly.
Go.
Now, what does the sugar do in the sauce?
Oh, he's definitely not fixed the hole in the window, Kaiser, because you can hear the landscape as clear as day.
Okay, everything there's good. Let's see.
I think he's checking emails. He's not sending a tweet. He's just checking emails, I think. See if any more tips came in, I think. Fucking hell, Phil, hurry up. Hurry the fuck up, Phil.
This has absolutely nothing to do with any of you. No worries. Nothing bad at all. No problems. Okay.
You think you might get on me a fucking stream, pal?
Alright, I think we're good. Everything good? Everything ready to go? I would love to open my blinds. Ah, my blinds didn't go all the way down. Shit.
Dumb bastard.
There we go. Hopefully I can open my window and my blinds later. I wanted some nice fresh air and I didn't get any. All right, we're gonna get started right now, guys. We're gameplay. No break. Just gonna jump right in, especially because the delay there. So real quick. Obviously, with everything going on, best way to support me, and now you have evidence of what I just fucking paid for that shit, right? The best way to support me would be to tip and help defray the cost of that crazy fucking car repair I was not.
Defer the cost, not defray the cost, defer the cost. You dumb bastard. And yes, we are going to go live once bingo ends. We are like 20... I am an hour and 13 minutes behind, Phil. I didn't think I was that far behind. Sorry, guys. I'm going to go live after bingo ends and we'll see how much support is actually coming for Phil.
There we go. I was not planning on doing. All right. If you tip $8 or more, you can ask the magic 8 ball a question. Ready? Will the shit hit the fan today in a Plague Tale? Because I really feel it's going to. Right now, it's such a relaxed part of the game. Will the shit hit the fan today? Outlook good. I had to clear the ink there to read it. Outlook good. So if you tip $8 or more, you can ask the 8 ball question. All right. Tips are preferred today, although I appreciate any kind of support. A like on the stream, a super chat, a super sticker, a tip, all much appreciated, but tips would be the preferred thing because I definitely need help with that right now to defray the cost of this stupid car repair. Okay? All right. Scallop Potatoes, you're absolutely right, and I keep forgetting to do it. He says I should put a message. I should put up a message on the tips page saying be sure to include your name so I know what to call you. I should do that. I have to remember to do that. It's not an easy thing. I have to go into my PayPal account to a page and set it up and everything. So can't do that on the fly. But maybe if I remember to do it later, I'll do it. Jade, I hear you. He says he's playing Gotham Knights. He's trying to do this Harley Quinn bomb mission that I did a day or two ago. He's just so hard for him, but he's now going to go back to the main story. Yeah, I recommend that's what you do. Perhaps if you level your characters up more with better equipment and things, it'll make it easier. That, for me, it was very hard for me to finish that mission, and I kind of lucked out. I feel like I got really lucky finishing it the way I did. I don't think that I should have finished it. I probably was going to die, but I got very lucky. All right. Let's continue. La 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 la. La 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 la. I said no break today. I don't need one. So we're on chapter 9, Tales of Revelations. Apparently the game has 17 chapters, so we are more than halfway through. And after today, we'll be even further in, so we're kind of be starting into whatever the crazy home stretch will be, although I have no idea where the plot is going at this point. Here we are, guys. All right, let's continue. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to A Plague Tale Requiem.
Sadly, guys, that is going to end up bingo. So, things that we thought we were going to today didn't happen. There was no facepalm, for example, which I thought was a brilliant fucking suggestion by War Dog. Phil does quite often do a facepalm, especially when Snowcurl asks for a question, you know. But no, it didn't happen this time. It wasn't just Alice, it didn't point at text, it didn't say a friend or Twitter, it didn't use a soundboard at all. Strange, it didn't use a soundboard once. I guess Phil's in full rant mode about what he wanted to talk about. He had no time for gaming news or anything, he just schedule, and then he wanted to talk about his car, and that was a fucking lengthy ass fucking rant about that. That is that. Let's go live. So let's go to live DSP where never. Right now, so at this point in time, when Phil started gameplay, when Phil started recording for gameplay, $22 in tips. Let's see what a difference an hour and 12 minutes makes. He He's now on his break and he's at $56. So Phil's now, oh, let's be honest, 1 Minute Man will come by and that'll be $77. Or $76 even. 70, he's basically got $76 because 1 Minute Man has to be counted and he'll count that when he comes back from break. So there you go. Even though it says 56 right now, it's more like 76. But guys, that is going to be the end of bingo. I've been going on longer than I meant to be. I can't believe it took that fucking long. I can't believe I was over an hour behind. But to be fair, I did pause at one point completely just to grab my meal and all that. But I thought I played it quite a good bit of that, and most times I didn't expect myself to have paused so much, so I'm sorry guys. 1 Minute Man already tipped. Oh yeah, actually you're right, you're fucking right, he's already tipped $30. Well, for 1 Minute Man's really fucking throwing us off, isn't he, with fucking because it was $25 for the longest fucking time, and all of a sudden for a little while there it went down to $20. And just out of the blue again, he's gone to 30. What the fuck's going on there? I don't fucking have a clue. Bottom line is, Phil's on his break right now, and he's at $56. So we'll see if support comes in for him or not. We'll have to wait and see. But I am going to end things there, guys. I'm going to wrap up there, guys. Thank you very much for joining me for bingo. Sorry it wasn't a full house. I mean, hopefully we'll get one when we come back from Phil's day off on Friday. I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow. I might stream tomorrow. I don't know. I just have to kind of wait and see if I have something I want to talk about. I did also say people were missing Quiplash. People want a chance to play Quiplash again. So I might do a stream tomorrow specifically for Quiplash and let just people enjoy that for a little while. So if I get, we'll see. But guys, thank you once again for joining me for the stream. I do appreciate it. You know, thank you for the tips, super chats, everything else. You'll ever keep me right in the bingo card. You guys are amazing as always. You're always so supportive. And hopefully when we come back to bingo on Friday, we get a full house so I can give back to you guys, because you guys are always giving so generously, and I do appreciate it. Keep an eye. Prophet says he's going to make some videos. I don't know if he's going to make anything tonight, but he's got a couple of videos lined up, you know, so keep an eye on Prophet's channel to see what's happening with that, you know what I mean? And of course, obviously, support our detractors out there. You know the kind of usual detractors that do their things. That being said, I'm live tomorrow doing their podcast, a call-in show. Yeah, Thursdays are the call-in show, yeah, so it's a call-in show tomorrow, from that being said. So, yeah, check them out as well. But, yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow, probably with some Quiplash. And if you want to join with some random Quiplash fun gameplay, quiz shenanigans, and yeah, join me then. If not, if you'd rather just stick to bingo, I'll see you guys on Friday. But enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, however you wish to enjoy it. And I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Peace out.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money. When you go outside, all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky, and you raise your face up. You're like, oh, you start dancing. You go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah.
These contributions are mandatory.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah.
These contributions are mandatory. and it's gone. Just gone like that. In an instant. Fucking gone.